Welcome in, guys. We got another amazing episode for you today. Some big names, bright stars, big prizes. And my man, Matas Cimbolas, is in the building. He's joining us. He's a champion. He's done it all. And he's coming here to do commentary with us today. Matas, how are you?
Hey, everyone. I love being here. Thanks for inviting, and can't wait to do some commentary.
Well, listen, let's dive right into the action. We have got some big, bright stars, and we are playing for a lot of money. I know it's the World Series of Poker main event. You're going to be playing, I believe, day 1D tomorrow. So thank you for adjusting your schedule to join us today. It's much appreciated. And we are going to jump right into the action. Just at a first glance here, some big names: Daniel Dvorak, Ike Haxton. I see Victor Malinowski, who seems to make this final table almost every week. And of course, Chris Kolodnicki, who's been doing it for a long time. Is there anyone else that jumps out at you here?
Yeah, some big names. It's going to be very tough final table, I see, and some really big crushers. So can't wait to see how they going to play and solve this puzzle.
I think you may have the background noise on. It's kind of loud. If you can mute it on the side. You have it. No, I get it. It's exciting. I want to hear it too. I'm going to watch the replay. I take notes. I'm dialed in. And I do got to ask you, from your perspective, how valuable do you feel watching this type of commentary is to watch these type of final tables with commentary and learning?
Yeah.
How, do you use this as part of your studying in your game?
Yeah. I definitely study a lot of the GG Millions final tables, and this is really good footage to study from from the best in the world.
Yeah, I am hearing a bit of a background echo. I don't know if is your volume on?
I heard the same thing. I don't know what is it from me, or maybe I need to put the headphones on or something like that. I'm not sure.
It might be just playing on, like, if you have it playing on the side. I don't know if you have it up in another spot, but yeah, I do hear it. We'll try to get that fixed on our end, but we're going to pick up the action here right away.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, my bad. That was just the YouTube. Yeah. Sorry, I messed up so much.
Hey, that's all good. You're the expert. You're the pro. You're the pro here, but in terms of commentary and content, we're learning. So look at this flop, man. We see Jack 9 suited open up. It's 118 to 1 to flop a flush. That is what our friend Mr. Jibin has done here. And Denny Ramos flats in the small blind, board pairs. So things change a tiny bit, but pretty tough spot for Dennis Ramos to not lose some chips here. So expect this to go check bet.
Flop the flush, and king queen in this spot is usually pretty good, unless river will change the board. But yeah. So Dennis definitely gonna call twice, and on the river he will probably decide.
Yeah, so let's see. He goes with half pot on the turn. I don't think there's any way other than call here. It'll be interesting with about 630,000 in the middle. No diamond rolls off. The board is paired, but I don't think that Mr. Jibin too concerned about sets here. Can kind of take away fours. Does Dennis even flat fours? That's really one of the only hands. So maybe there's somehow I don't even know. Ace queen suited at diamonds is super unlikely that he has. Like, there's not many hands.
His main bluffs like ace 10 off, ace jack off, ace queen off with the diamond, and it's a lot of combos, of course. He might not even open ace 8 suited, or even ace 7, ace 8, ace 9, being in the middle of the pack. Isaac next to you can 3-bet a lot, and so it looks like he can have a lot of bluffs and not so many flushes too. So it's very difficult spot for Dennis. Also, he bets a little bit more than half pot, so it's really hard. I don't know if I could find the fold here. As I mentioned, he can have a lot of bluffs like ace queen, ace jack.
We're seeing that.
I'm not sure if he value bets ace king on the river, so it even makes make an easier call.
Yeah, I think that ultimately you can see he's in that chess clock. Every player starts at 15 minutes at the final table. And what a fold there from Mr. Dennis Ramos. And he gives a few, but of course he wanted to call. We are underway. Chris Kladnicki, I don't know what he's got going on today, but he is sitting out in the big blind. We're playing for 273,000 euro, or I'm sorry, dollars, not euros. We're playing for $273,000, guaranteed 37,884 at this final table. How often are you playing this tournament, Matas, when you are online and working in an online poker schedule?
I do play quite a lot. I would say this is not my favorite tournament. It's really good. It's big. It's a lot of money. Always gets all the best players in the world. But I played bunch of this event, and I haven't had any final tables so far. So that's why I don't feel like this is my dark horse.
For sure. Well, I'll tell you what, we have got some of the world's best for sure. There's also some unknowns here. And if we could take a look at Ike Haxton's profile on GG, Sir Isaac Haxton, I know he's a regular here. We've seen him at several final tables. We'll try to get popped up on the screen some of the players' results and profiles within the Super GG system. We also have Victor Malinowski, who's been here, I think, like 3 of the last 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, or 3 of 5. Pretty crazy. Pretty wild. And Daniel Dvorak also is a guy who is on the short stack, but is one of the high stakes crushers out there. Definitely plays the biggest buy-ins in the world. Yeah, absolutely. Who do you have the most experience with at this table?
I guess Chris. I played the most probably. Because he plays a lot. He plays all the like $300, $500, 200,000. And some of the guys like, Daniel or Isaac, they only play like 1K plus. So haven't played that much played with them bunch, but compared with the playing against the Chris, Chris is a real grinder. I meet him every day when I play, basically.
Very nice. So look at this. Daniel Dvorak gets aces off of a 10 blind stack, and he is thinking, wow, the 3-bet not all in, but Mr. Jibin has got ace-8 suited. Does he find a way to get away from this? This looks pretty strong from Daniel, basically. It's an all in, right?
His raise looks really strong, and when Daniel puts the chips in, it looks super tough to find the call with ace-8.
For sure. Well, does get away. Ace-8 suited, doesn't get harmed too much. Nice chip up from Daniel Dvorak. We see Chris Kladnicki is down to only 25 seconds on his clock. That's pretty brutal.
Terrible.
He is going to be
connection.
Yeah, pretty brutal. Last week we saw a player get blinded out into 4th place. He lost his connection. It was a big one, and he actually was a short stack with 9 left, chipped up, and then got blinded out for like 15-20 minutes, which was pretty rough. Rough way to go. But yeah, it's
final table.
Yes. What tell me about the main event, Matas. You're gonna be playing the WSOP main event tomorrow. How has your summer been going so far?
Yeah, that's my plan. That's the main tournament I came for. So yeah, super ready. Gonna play tomorrow. They're expecting the biggest WSOP main event of all times. So just the one change they did. They probably gonna let us play 10-handed because they run out of the dealers and tables probably. So that's a little downside. But I'm really excited.
Yeah, that'll be an amazing tournament. And talk about an amazing situation here for Dennis Ramos. He does turn ace queen. He's got the best hand, and Mr. Jibin picks up some equity with the backdoor flush draw. Although when there's an over, the ace is already there. It's a little less attractive on a paired board, drawing to a flush that might not even be good, right? If the board's paired. So I think for this sizing, it's going to be kind of going to be able to get away, but let's see what he goes with here. Yeah, he does fold. What do you think about the sizing from Dennis there?
To be honest, I feel like he was a little bit too greedy. He wants his range to look like ace queen, ace king, ace jack type of hands, and he shouldn't polarize on the turn when there was check and big blind can have many better hands than ace jack, ace queen, ace king. So I would definitely bet smaller, just to look more to the normal side. I mean, you only reckon like ace king, ace queen, ace jack there, and you bet like 75%, and big blind can have all the 9x in the world and in better hands.
For sure. Well, here we see Dennis Ramos gets to bet flop small, check back, realize equity, and he does go ahead and spike a set on the river. Now, there's a straight, there's a flush possible, but pretty based on how the hand's played, I think you're going to see a value bet. It'll be interesting to see the sizing he goes here. And Mr. Doberman had a winner, but no longer does. Yep. So I think one of the most interesting parts about poker is bet sizing. Matas, how would you, if someone's watching here at home, we want to say a big hello to the YouTube audience. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up if you guys are enjoying. We're going to get you into action as well. We're going to do a snake draft for dinner between Matas and I, and then we're going to give one of the players for the audience to sweat. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys hit the thumbs up. We did a $200 giveaway we awarded last week, so we'll try to get that going in the chat. But speaking on bet sizings,
Dennis,
where do you work on that? Where are you able to really?
Yeah,
man, he's getting dealt in for sure.
Yeah, exactly. His last sizing on the river, I like it. You want to be polarized when it's like check, check, check. You don't want to like show like you value betting like third pair. So you either go like big size or just check basically. You really want to put pressure on his weaker hands, like the third pair, like 9x, when we just saw it. And yeah, I like it. He played well. Big sizing.
Yeah, nice bet there. Well, here he's got the best hand, and he is going for roughly just under half pot. Ace jack suited, going to snap call, has the nut flush draw. Board pairs on the turn, and let's see what Dennis comes up with here. It is a small blind flat, so a little smaller or a little stronger range, right? We're going to give our opponent credit for some pairs here, some suited broadways.
Has a pretty strong range. You can have a lot of 10x and pairs and like strong ace highs. I wouldn't bluff ace jack in particular. Also, you're blocking the flush draw, and yeah, I mean, if Dennis will find this call, that would be nice. It's
yeah, we saw him just make a good fold. Let's see if he can.
Only says that he's like 10x and like, you know, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, even jacks. Oh, he found the call.
Very nice. So really good start.
Perfectly so far. Like made a huge fold and made all the correct calls, and yeah.
Yeah, really nice start. Yeah, very nice start. Well, we got Isaac Haxton and Victor Malinowski, who are our chip leaders. But let's do red or black. Let's get that underway here. So you choose red or black, and then we'll start our draft.
I'll do red.
Okay, so you got red, I got black. And we see a shove. This is like 12 blinds, jack 10. Daniel's wheels are spinning. He is the shortest stack. Risk premium is the lowest, so it's pretty close.
I mean, Isaac pretty much can shove any hand here, but jack 10 is not good enough to call for 13 blinds with the ICM configuration.
Yeah, I think these guys know each other pretty well. You see him shove the deuces, kind of just, you know, having fun, saying, look, I have something.
He's saying, you know, I'm shoving any two cards, and look, I got deuces.
I actually have a decent hand. So we got ace-7 suited, likely a jam here, ace-9 suited for Daniel. Mr. Doberman does not have the best hand, but also kind of an unfortunate spot that the short stack able to shove on him. So we still haven't seen a flop.
With the short stacks, most profitable spots, because he picks 4 blinds, like risking 13 blinds, 12, 13. He wins 4 blinds, so it's like amazing without showdown.
Yeah. So Ike gonna go for the raise here, and certainly think Daniel's gonna shove here. This is a pretty good spot. Ike's gonna be opening wide off of his stack, although Daniel does realize that he doesn't have a lot of fold equity in this particular scenario, although this might be one of those hands. Like, I mean, jack 9 suited, not really looking to call off 500 here.
I mean, king queen is a massive hand. When the chip lead opens, cut off, you button those. Yeah, it's just printing. You cannot just skip these spots. Just gonna go for chips. Otherwise, you're just gonna blind off. You can call. You can like 3-bet fall because it's too strong. So king queen is a good blockers, and yeah, just go for it. You have to risk it at some point. Aces, so many aces.
Yeah, ace 10 off is going to defend and be in a very tough situation here. Although it got the backdoor spade, has a spade in his hand, and definitely could have the best hand. Although Mr. Doberman raising off of this stack in this situation, you're gonna have to give him some strength here. So let's see if Chris can just, kind of hard to fold for this bet size, just one, but he would be peeling to a really tough situation. Although he doesn't know that, he's got to believe his opponent's strong.
The range of Doberman is supposed to be very, very strong.
So this is a black flop. Does that mean I get the first pick?
You got the first.
All right, I'm gonna go.
So far.
I'm gonna go right into Sir Isaac Haxon. I didn't get to draft him in a previous time where it was close, but I think it just feels right today. So you get to go.
That's a good pick.
2 picks now.
All right, I'll go with the Malinovsky and with Dennis.
Damn, that's strong. I like your. It's almost in a way better. Nice. They got a lot of chips and tough players. Okay, I will go with Chris Klodnicki and Dennis Peganoff as my next 2.
All right, so now I pick 2, 1, or
yeah, go for. You can go for. What do you have? You have 2 guys, right?
2 guys now. Yeah.
Yeah, you go for 2.
Okay, so I'll go with the. Oh, I would pick Daniel, but he's 3-betting. Oh, okay. I'll go with Daniel and Jibin, Mr. Jibin.
Mr. Jimmy. Okay, so I got Mr. Doberman, and then we'll give the audience. That's right. You at home watching, let us know where you're watching from YouTube. You have got Ushuya 1 for the miracle spin. And I'm going to give $200 away if he is able to take down this tournament. So that's who your dark horse is. It's a lot. They got a lot of work to do, but we've seen it before. We saw the 9 stack get into the chip lead. They've sweat it before, and they actually capitalized on a $200 giveaway just last week. So we'll do that for this week as well. And look at Queen 10 suited. He is going to peel.
Side call. I like his nickname, Ushuaia. That's the name of the club in Ibiza. I guess the guy really loves partying.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice name, and he has got himself a few blinds left even after this hand. So he is going to be in the tournament, guaranteed 37,984, playing for over $250,000 today. So really juiced up price. Do you think Daniel Divorce, Ike Haxton, these guys, Victor Malinowski, are they coming for the main event? Do you think maybe they're flying in tomorrow? Is tomorrow the last day, or do they add a flight?
Yeah, tomorrow's the last day, 1D, and you can still register on day 2.
Okay.
I'm not sure about Daniel because he's Canadian, right? And Canadians, they pay a lot of taxes in France. But
yeah,
Axon, why not? Of course, probably. He's not skipping main event.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt he will skip the main. And here Ushuaia 1 with ace 10 off versus chip leader. Super tempting spot, right? You got to believe you could just have the best hand. I would imagine he's going to go ahead and rip this in, and he's going to get some bad news because he is in against a tier 1 holding.
That much chips, 8-10 against chip leader. You still have some fall equity, so.
Oh, the audience! Look at the energy. Can they do it? Can they fade a chop or a king on the river to be back in the game? And it is clean. It looks clean. A 3-sider.
Let's go.
That looks boom. So audience, well done. You're back in it, guys. Smash that like button if you're having a good time. And Matas, man, I'm fired up. You're here. We just recorded on the Coin Rivet podcast. You're here. You're a content machine. Where can people follow you in your poker journey and endeavors?
Mostly people can follow me on Instagram. It's either Matt Cimbolas or Matt Cimbolas Poker, wherever like, and also Facebook, same, just my real name. I'm on Twitter as well, not as active as Instagram. So yeah, just follow me.
I absolutely would say it's a great follow, great content, and we will be keeping an eye on you in the main event. I know I got my 1% sweat, which I'm very happy to have, and we're going to be what are we playing for? We didn't even say we're playing for in this. A dinner? What else? Do you want to play for? You want to do a fun thing? You want a little cash? You want to just do a dinner? What do you want to bet for?
I would prefer dinner or fun stuff, not cool. The cash though.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Nice fun dinner stuff, with our ladies.
We can figure out something.
Okay, we'll do a dinner out with our significant others. Congrats on you becoming a daddy. Just did the reveal for a baby girl, so that's going to be a nice change in your life. Congrats on that.
Super excited, very happy.
And you do not have a World Series bracelet where you have a World Poker Tour title in 3 seconds or something?
Yeah, I got the WPT title, 3 seconds. Got been EPT finalist 2 times, Party Millions, 3rd place of the main event in Riga. Some other side events. Yeah.
You're a live crusher. You're a live crusher. Yes, you have a very impressive resume.
More you play, more you make deep runs.
For sure. Do you have any tips for the main event? Maybe some viewers are going to be playing this and your experience at the World Series main event live?
Yeah. Just stay passionate, pick the spots, have fun, enjoy every moment of it. And and just, main event every year. So don't play super tight. Just try to play your game. Play like every other event. And yeah, just be patient. Long days, many days, and very long hours, and you can really wait for your spots. You gotta be patient. There'll be many recreational, so there'll be some free chips to pick.
Yeah, it's very good advice. All right, well, we go 3-way here. We see 7-8 suited, ace-3, and ace-queen. So ace-queen flats out of the small and goes from 1st to 3rd, but it's going to start leading here with the very key card, the ace of clubs. What do you like about this? Do you think this makes sense? We see him fold a better hand out instantly, and then 7-8, who's got a tough, vulnerable stack here. This is a bit of a precarious situation.
Yeah, I kind of like leading, but with not this particular hand. With this hand, we can just simply check call, or check raise. And when we lead, we have like 9s, 8s, 3s, and like some like 9x, Jack 10, Queen 10. Like this board kind of hits us a lot. And when it's 3-way, you just wanna protect your hand more, bet for protection. As you see, like Jiben has like 8-7, just kind of like loose, but nobody knows yet, so it works. He's probably win the hand. Unless Denny is gonna like start bluffing, but his hand is pretty good. Like you can still win against ace jack, ace 10, some jack 10s, queen jack give ups, wherever. Yeah,
well, there's a pot, an important one for Mr. Jiben, who is going to shoot back over 1 million. He's got 1.2 million. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the king is not really good card for the small blind. More better for the original raiser, because he has all the floats, king queens, ace kings, even like some flush draws with the king x. Oh, he goes with the ace-6 off. Wow, Canadian against Canadian. Let's go.
Yeah, Niki's been quiet, had some disconnect issues, does go ahead and flat. King Jack suited, we see a 5-7-5 rainbow flop over to Daniel DeVoris, who has the best hand, has the best position, although Chris does have a very quality starting hand, tricky hand to play. So we see check, check. The queen splits the uprights of King Jack, but still a6 off in the lead. Let's see what Chris does. He does have more fives here. Let's see if he starts trying to get saucy, although he does not have really a semi-bluff with just king high. Kind of realizing he's unlikely to have the best hand, though, right? It's not many hands he's going to be in the lead against, but
also
he does check.
With the king jack, you block a lot of king and jack of the Daniels range, so you better just bluff, 4-3 instead of like Broadway cards, because most likely Daniel just check backs on the flop Broadway cards or like ace high. So it's not really good bluff, and also you can just chop sometimes or win if Daniel decides to just check back like Jack 10 or King 10.
Yeah, well, as it plays, it does check down. A6 does win, so no blood on the hand. No one has been knocked out yet, and a couple of short stacks have chipped up as well as your guys' dark horse today, Ushuaia one, who is up to 526,000 Ushuaia. So that is a sweat for the audience. And look at this, Denny Ramos goes with a min raise on the 10-8 off suit. So a little bit out of line here, but has the chips. And
he's really going for the every single spot. I mean, it's when you cover all the stacks and the big blind is short stack. It's kind of like you can open wider than usual. With the ICM, you cannot like defend that as much as with the chippy spots and basically you cannot float on the flop too, and so it's just raising wider usually wins more chips with the ICM.
For sure. Well, we see our friend Dennis Prognoff, who has not been very active. He is certainly going to come in here for a raise, king queen off. Ushuaia with a interesting spot. I mean, could have the best hand. He's got a7 off, so he's pretty low, but how much fold equity does he have? Yeah.
But a7 is pretty weak hand. Dennis opened it to the Malinowski's big blind. It's not the ideal spot for the Dennis. And I really loved what Chris did. He 3-bet with king 5. He recognized the spot that Dennis is gonna open really light.
Yeah, 10-9 suited. Ushuaia gonna take it down and up to 600,000 all of a sudden. So having a little bit of a spin up.
I mean, he picks 2.5 big blind just by shoving. It's like great when you have 10 bigs.
Yeah, look at this. A6 suited goes for the min raise. Explain to me what you're thinking here versus min raise and shove. Do you like the min raise on that stack, or because of the cutoff and your situation, do you just kind of feel you're not really going to get flattered by like Jack Queen suited and those type of hands, so you can actually min raise versus just go all in and get away from it? What would you prefer to see in that spot?
Yeah, so with the ICM, your range is tighter anyways, and with the hands like a6, you're not gonna get called by war. So you just open, you have good blocker, a6 plays pretty good on the flop, and the risking all chips means so much. It means losing so much EV if you get called and you lose. So yeah, min raising a lot, it makes sense. That's what we want to see. A lot of like that's how we want to play. A lot of like small 3-bets, non all-in bets.
Yes, and here 2 queens for Mr. Jabin. Nice spot, and he is gonna 2.5x. Doesn't have to go so big. He's in position.
Yeah,
and he does go pretty big though.
He bet what is like 3.5x. Yeah, it's okay. It's probably standard sizing. Because already a lot of chips in the pot. So even now Malinowski gets a pretty good deal to call, but he knows jibing will be very tight here.
Yeah, so that he does size up. There was an open and a call, so it wasn't just a straight 3-bet. There was additional chips in the middle, and here King Jack off gonna be getting met with some resistance. Mr. Doberman though kind of has one of those situations where he could generally look to flat, but yeah.
You can play either way. Yeah, flat, call, even 3-bet call if you play against more aggressive guy. If you believe he's gonna like jam all the ace wheel suit hands, ace queen becomes better 3-bet call. But the ICM, it's a lot of ICM, as you see, like a lot of similar stacks. So busting right now, it's kind of like sucks. And now you kind of like defending your flatting range when you just flat ace queen. So you can just like really jam. I don't see any other option. I know it sucks and it's scary, but you just gotta go with 550K in the pot.
I think he's going to fold, actually, as my gut, just based on how he's played and what's going on here.
It's insane.
Dennis Ramos has got all the moves. He's made a great call, great fold, and he's made a really nice squeeze. He is definitely playing world class at the moment, and everything's also timing. Such an important factor in poker and multi-table tournaments. Timing seems to be on point. So let's see. He's going to keep the aggression on here.
Really good, making good folds, making good calls. It's It feels like that today is his day. Really, really impressive. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to have Sir Ike Haxton take it down. It looks like you got a couple nice stacks and guys that are playing well, but there's still a lot of poker left. We don't even have a knockout yet. We've been underway for about half an hour, so this is definitely been taking a bit of time, and there is everyone trying to play for that $273,000 to first. So lots to play for, a lot of poker left.
Daniel again opened it to Chris big blind, but this time just got full. Oh, again, very similar spot. He opens the short stack big blind, but this time he has kings. Oh, I mean, no wonder. King queen is such a good blocker and like 3-bet fall hand, especially when the den is probably opening so wide here and really running good, playing good. Kings, dream spot. I hope he's gonna just trap him.
Well, in this particular spot, if he did, he would have it basically one of the worst situations you could. Of course, you want to deny. You're a little worried about the ace coming, or maybe you just could get it in against ace queen suited or jacks. But there also is the protection aspect, and also just kind of momentum. Pick up the pot, take it down there, no adversity, and this put Chris now back in the cage.
I guess if this hand would happen like in 25 minutes later when he sees that Chris 3-bet king 5 suited, that probably goodness.
Wow.
Drawing dead. What was that?
Was drawing
runner. Oh my. He's got a 10.
No, not like this. Not like that. She's out in the chat. Guaranteed 48,000. Of course, when you're at a final table, you always want to see people getting knocked out. It means you're moving up the pay jumps. But Dennis Ramos just having himself quite the day thus far. Good start for him.
Yeah. Wow. That was insane. I mean, he's probably got a very loose image that Chris went for it.
Oh, look at this. He's got the Rockets now. What is going on? I mean, this is a real heater. Yeah, and Mr. Doberman's got Queen 8 suited, definitely worth calling. Wow, this could get spicy. We could see him size up here. It's a very draw heavy board. He doesn't have a club in his hand, doesn't have a 10, doesn't have a queen. So I mean, I could see him go big, like 160 here or something. Or it goes 112 half pot.
Yeah, very reasonable. Just go from half pot to like 2/3 or even 75%. Even pot size. But Jack 9 3 is very safe card. So more like, if it's like Jack 9 6, for example, that would be more drawing. Oh,
Well, let's see. To the river. He's ahead again, trying to take people out. Can he do it? It is
Oh my
a
goodness,
brick.
Dennis.
Wow. If this were a boxing match, they would call it off. They would call it off, Matas. This is getting out of hand.
Wow,
People
what
are
a
getting.
pick.
What a pick is right. Wow, look at this man. Who is this man? And
And
of
he's
course
playing
he's going
so
to.
many hands too. He's picked. Oh my. Everything just went to his way. Went his
So
way.
far.
All the squeeze, king 7 off, all the like 4 bets and like calls, and as you remember, first hand, you fold king queen on the like king deuce 4 whatever with the 3 diamonds.
Yep. Yeah, he made a great fold.
That was great fold, and also he made good call. So
yeah. Really, really all working for him right now. You saw Ushuaia go for a pause, thought about shoving there, right? Because if you think about it, Ramos going to be opening so wide, and he doesn't necessarily want to be calling stacks off. Jack 10 suited takes a chance. But when you start seeing a player knock everyone else out, the ladders start getting real. You're already down to 7, guaranteed 62,000, and maybe just says, you know what, let me pick a little better spot. I don't need to mess with this guy right now. So that's
a superpower of the short stacks. You just your main EV comes from the laddering, so you gotta play tight, especially when there's more short stacks, and as we see, just in 2 hands, 2 people just gone. So
well, Daniel did have a good situation going blind on blind, calling, had to fade a queen and 9 and running diamonds or a running straight. The 9 comes on the turn, and Ramos here, who bets and gets called, has a decision. Does he want to set the price of the pot, maybe bet here, or just check back? So he does check back, and the board pairs a 10. So if it checks to him here, I'm pretty sure we'll see Ramos go for a value bet. But, Daniel also kind of thinks he might have the best hand.
Block this river card for value.
Yeah, I think as played, he's kind of realizing where he's at. Let's see if Dennis can size up, get a value bet here.
Dennis has the clear value bet on the river.
Goes for the jugular.
Wow, that's
over pot.
Big.
Yeah, Daniel, see if you can sniff this out. At the same time, he beats ace high.
Yeah. And he doesn't block like straight draws. And I mean, it's probably one of the best hand you can have on this board when the hand was played out.
Man, this is just, he's a vacuum right now.
And look at this is better than like 7.
Matas. Look at this man's hand. This guy is an absolute wrecking ball. This is wild, man. This is why people might make their dinner plans, their lunch plans. This guy is absolutely just on fire. On fire. And the chat is at risk here, Matas. Wow, nice fold. Ushuaia keeps his 600K. He sees what's going on. He gets out of the way. And this is big. Does he go for a limp, or does he just go with the 3x, 1.4, like he's done maybe?
I think he would just go raise. He wants to raise a lot of his hands, so he wants to balance it.
Yeah, also Dennis been playing pretty tight. He just, I think it makes sense. Why limp and let a random hand in on that stack depth? His opponent, he doesn't expect to be raising him, so no point to limp. This has been quite a heater. I mean, this is since I've done the Super Millions, it's been several episodes. I don't think I've seen anyone quite this hot in this amount of hands. He's just been taking everybody out.
That's a dream run at the final table. It's all like kings twice, aces. He plays good. He just gets called by worse. It's like dream spot.
I think we're going to see, might see the shove here. So he does commit, and look at this. Ushuaia gets ace king suited. Kind of awkward because Daniel puts in so much of his stack, but he's going to realize this is a strong hand that shoves.
They definitely going to collide here, and I mean, Daniel got dominated, but he needs some luck to find the queen. Oh.
The chat looking good.
Oh,
chat look. Oh, wait a second. I don't want to do it to him. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hey, the $200 giveaway is live, guys. If you like it, if you're digging it, Daniel Divorce, 12 million, over 13 million now in GG Poker winnings alone. 3.2 in the Super Millions, number 17 overall. Absolute crusher. And Ushuaia, guys, if you're feeling hype, if you're feeling good about the $200 giveaway, hit the thumbs up. You're going to have to get through Dennis Ramos, but you are over 1.1 million and you're in the mix. So they are down to 6.
In the good spot, pretty much. Like, he's with the pack. We're like 1.2 mil. There's a lot of stacks between 1.2 and 1.8. So pretty much they all in the pack, and Dennis can really put pressure on the remaining players.
Yeah, I mean, you see the pay jump to 5. It gets over 6 figures at 101,000 next. Dennis Paganoff going to pick up the pot, Queen 10 suited. So important pot, as you mentioned, it's really tight. Basically 3 players tied with 1.7 million roughly. And then we see a 1.1, 1.2 million stack. So Dennis Ramos has the license to fire, although Ike Axton, not afraid. Got a nice peely hand here, 6-4 suited, expect him to call. See what he does, and ace-3 just flops top and bottom. The missionary, my man is on a mission right now, Matas. He is on an absolute mission.
Yep. But the question is if he can keep it up with this running good. You see, Isaac is very patient. He knows what's going on. And Dennis picks every single spot. Dennis just playing every single hand or spot. He runs so good. That's why he's got so many chips. He plays good, runs good. But if the fortune will turn around, then it will be a problem.
Another nice flop for him. He does outflop his opponent. He was dominated, but now he is double gutted with the jack. So Dennis does hit the card here. Let's see if
Dennis improved on the turn, but it's a bad card for him. Oh, they both Dennis basically. Dennis. Sorry.
Let's see here. So he has Queen 9. He has Queen King. Does he ever want to try to turn his hand into a bluff? Although he's got so much equity, it feels like.
Yeah, so much equity. You can do that with that much equity, but I mean, getting such
it's ambitious, right? You're basically saying, I know what my opponent has. He probably has ace queen or ace king, or like what? Maybe I could have ace. He could have like a suited ace, but
you can still have all like ace 10, ace jack too. Like you wanna pot control on the flop a lot. On this kind of board, there's like 2 straights that Dennis can have, and you don't really have 9-7 or queen 9. So you definitely want to play very pot controlling on the flop. And yeah, Dennis just went for it. I mean, 7 is a very good card for Dennis, resilient Dennis, because most of the check raises as of love most likely will be like 9x, Queen X and 9x, but 9x is probably more. And now Paganoff has queen in his hand. That it's not bad card, but in this kind of like board, you only like block the bluffs basically, and you don't block any other hands. So it's a pretty ugly spot. No wonder he pulled it. Yeah.
This guy might be my hero, man. I've heard of his name before, but this guy, can we put some respect on his name? And I want to see his resume. Can we put on the screen Dennis Ramos' resume in the Super Millions? Because this guy I'm impressed, man. He just seems to really like that hand is understanding what you're doing, right? You realize you have a good equity hand, but you're just putting pressure on exactly that type of hand. If we can get Ramos's resume up here shortly for you guys, maybe take a look at what he's done. And Sir Ike with queens on the puck. Let's see how he goes about this. If it is just a pure 3-bet, does he ever call and hope that Ramos maybe tries to get cute again? But no, he is going to just raise it up, and an attractive attractive sizing for Ushuaia, but not a fun spot if you're Ushuaia out of position to be peeling, trying to hit a dream flop. So it does get out of the way.
With ICM pressure, small pre-bet sizing, that's the way to go. And you still get a lot of fall equity when you make a small sizing, because in the normal circumstances, king 9 suited, that would just be a call. But with the ICM, you don't want to like get involved in the tricky situations.
All right, so look, and also a good indicator of a great player is, you know, you realize you're hot, things are going well, but doesn't need to try to win every hand. You could easily, oh, what's calling 100K here? I'm in position. Let me try to outplay Malinowski. But you know what? I got 5.4 million. I want to be the aggressor. I want to be dictating hands and the one taking the lead, and he does get out of the way.
Yeah, also he showed some respect to Malinowski's on the gun raise. And it makes sense, you know, Malinowski is the crusher. He's aware of the ICM, but I don't think he cares that much. He wants to win chips rather than like get ladder, I guess. Okay. Interesting spot. Right. Ace 10 off. It's really nice hand to just 3-bet fall, good blockers, and you know Dennis opened so much. He made pretty big sizing. It's like saying, "Oh, I'm not falling," and Dennis kind of like 4-bet bluff. There's like no room because he made so big. Yeah, played fine by both Dennis.
Look at this. No one has a face card even. It's a king, queen, going to open and just take it down. But you can kind of feel it shifting right now where he's sort of vacuuming up chips. The other stacks are even getting a little bit shorter. And he's really having a free reign here to do what he likes. But right now, let's see, maybe just a walk even for Ike. 5-6 off. Yeah, so Ike is hovering around that 2 million mark. What for when you do study nowadays, what are things you're working on when you take time away from playing Matos? What are you doing to sort of review hands? Do you have a group that you work with? Do you use some tools? What are you doing to improve your game?
Yeah, I do have friends that we share hands, we share ideas. I work on the like pre-flop and post-flop. ICM, I usually review some Maya final tables or just like G millions. You know, you can learn from the best of the best. And I started using the it's called GTO Wizard like last month. I don't like it. Before I tried the Odin. Sometimes I run the hands and the solver. But now with the old information out there, it's very easy to just improve. You know, you can watch coaching videos on like Run It Once, study on GTO Wizard, Odin, solvers, where it's like so much right now.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of information out there for sure. It's pretty amazing to see how the game's evolved and how good people are getting. But at the same time, live poker is just absolutely thriving. We're looking at a World Series of Poker record. I mean, it's just crazy to see. Look at this. King 4 suited just takes a stand. Well done.
He recognizes that Dennis probably opening really live here. And King X suited, good blocker. How often he's gonna get called? Probably not that much. If he opens 60% and calls only, like 15%, so he only calls 25% of the time. So he's just printing. And when he gets called, he has around like 40%, I guess, equity. So yeah, it's no brainer. And when you call and defend, you cannot like float that much. So you can realize equity just by calling.
Yeah, this is a good situation for Mr. Jibin. He flops top pair,
Yeah.
king kicker, and Walanowski flops mid pair with the nut kicker. So this will be a big sizing though from Victor. And look at this.
Yeah, he made a bigger sizing. He did ace. Interesting. Jibin will probably go for the check, but also you can just bet small too. Like kind of like a range bet on the turn, because still big blind has a lot of hands that is really bad. Like a queen 10, 10 9, like 9 8. Check check. I know. Interesting.
Yeah, now the spade gets there. I guess you got to imagine your opponent's going to be played pretty straightforward here. I was just curious if this would be like a block sizing sort of bet, or does he go for
I feel
something
like
else?
He's going for the thin value bet here.
Like 140, 160, 180 even?
Yeah, or like 20% or wherever. Yeah, you decide to check. I done, like it's ace 10 is just a thin value bet, and it's really hard to get called by wars because, as I said, you probably Jibin is supposed to like bet ace queen, ace king, or better hands. Even like king jack, you just bet like a range bet, and when you check, really shows that he has a lot of like probably king jacks, queen jacks, like, or like just give up wherever. All right, Schweier got queen 9 of clubs, 20 bigs as a standard open. Isaac can 3-bet, can shove, can defend. Depends what he thinks about Schweier opening range. Interesting. Both players hit something on the board.
Yeah, nice
Will
flop
Schweier go for the bigger size? It's very reasonable board to go for the bigger size.
Yeah, maybe 180.
Yeah, like 180, 175, wherever. Like could be even like 200.
175 is my answer here. Let's see.
All right, 180. You change your.
First guess was 180. Yeah, right. It's close. We'll count 175 though. There we go. Look at that man. He's the people's champ. You guys got $200 if he can take it down. And listen, it's anyone's game. I mean, he's essentially tied for. I mean, he's right there. He's tied for sort of fourth, I guess. He's in fourth basically out of 6, but plenty of chips. I mean,
yeah,
definitely anyone can win this right now.
All right, off he goes for 10-8.
I'll tell you what, Malinowski has been playing an absolutely ridiculous brand of poker. This man has been so deep in these tournaments, so many final tables. I think he took it down in the last 3 weeks, a month max, and then he's also had a few other final tables. So absolutely in great form in the Super Millions format, where we see some repetitive players. A lot of guys really just like you said, there's a lot of the world's best. There's also some new people, and there's also satellites, I think from $100 and even less for people satellite in. So there's some good value for a 10K tournament running weekly on Sunday on GG that then gives you a chance to play at this Tuesday feature final table that we get to do commentary on. So I do want to thank you again, Matas. I know you did shift your plans. You're going to play the main event today, and you may have to even deal with some 10-handed poker tomorrow. So thank you for coming. And my man, so I see you guys in the chat saying you want to win my giveaway on Twitter. Which one? We do a lot of giveaways. We're doing impromptu giveaways. We're having fun out here. We're building a really nice community at the Super Millions on GG. You guys can find me here every Tuesday. I am your host, joined by a world-class guest every week. That is Matas Cimbolas this week. Go ahead and Google that man. Check out his resume. He is, I know, eagerly awaiting a World Series bracelet, but he has a lot of success and some big titles and big scores. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, we've got what an exciting day, man. It's got to feel like Christmas Eve for you. Main event tomorrow and the new venue. What are your thoughts on this new World Series venue?
I love it. I love it. I feel like it's like 10 times better than was at the Ria.
That's what I feel too.
Options for the restaurants, they're opening new ones, the Paris, like Nobu and like wherever, and there's way more parking spots, way more walkable from anywhere on the strip. So it's way much better than at the Ria. And yeah, and they basically split between Paris and Bali, so you don't have to play in the one room. So usually you play like first day in the Paris and day 2 at the Valleys, where it's like final table setup is. Yeah, just loving it actually.
Yes, I agree. Definitely a major change for the best for the poker community and for the best.
And I only heard the positive feedbacks. Only positive.
I can just tell you, I know WSOP and I know what's going on and what they got going, and you know how GG's one of the primary sponsors and they work together. I know that they're really working hard. Like I know how they feel and they want to take it up a lot better. They actually feel that it was kind of rushed and like they didn't even get to do their very best with some of the things that I think you can, you know, as you're saying, 10 times better. I think it's not far off, and like what they're looking to do and the future is very bright for poker and the WSOP GG sort of brands being involved and sponsoring and a part of. So definitely the premier brands for live and online poker, GG and WSOP.
And as you can see, all the fields like breaking the records, and it's just insane. They shorten the stuff. They have waiting lines for like 3 or 4 hours sometimes. Or when you sometimes register on time, they say, oh, you only will get the seat in like 3 or 4 hours. So people are really, really like playing poker. And GG helps to promote. And GG actually, I like it. Like GG let players register for the main event on the software, which is like great. It reduces the thing if you're coming from abroad, from Europe or like South America, and you don't have like cash on hand. So it's just a great way to just easier, way more convenient just to register online and play LCP main event.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, big pot there. Ike Axon with ace-7 out flops, ace-queen suited, and Malinowski calls down. Nice sizing and situation. You can definitely see why Malinowski called. I mean, he doesn't have any 8 or 9 in his hand. He doesn't have any spades. He definitely can have the best hand. He knows Ike's capable. I think all the factors just pointed to call, and really nicely done by Ike to kind of realize where he's at. And, you know, you could decide some players might check there, think maybe get your opponent to bluff, maybe also just in case your opponent has 8s or something that you don't lose too many chips. But I really like the sizing and how he carved that pot up. So well done for Ike, puts himself in a comfortable second place.
Yeah, you got to think on the river. If you bet, if you're going to get called by wars, or if you check, if your opponent going to bluff a lot. So in that kind of spot, I feel like Malinowski can call a lot, like bluff catch a lot, like weaker hands, ace size, but he's not like bluffing that much. So by betting by yourself, you just extract more value than by checking.
Yeah, here's 2 players I think really have a mutual respect, both so talented and must be aware of the other's abilities. So we see an interesting, you know, king 8 suited, can't blame him, checking back. He's got a nice hand to just go to a flop, and 10-7 does flop mid pair, out flops king 8 suited, and when he gets checked, who decides that he is going to take a bet on the turn, takes it down. So I gotta be concerned.
Very good sizing, good check on the flop, good sizing on the turn. You don't want to bet small. You just want to bet reasonable that Dennis wouldn't get the good price for this gut shots like 7-8 or 3-4, 5-4, ace size. You want to charge all those hands. Deuce X, 6X.
Yes.
King Jack suited, it's definitely a shove from the cutoff. and you short shortest.
Yeah, risk premium the lowest, meaning that if you bust, there's really you're not giving up anything when you are the shortest and go out. You don't want to be, let's say, it would be a pretty big mistake if, I guess, I mean, honestly, everyone's really tight now, though. It's Dennis and Ike, and then everyone else is short. But yeah, it would be not great, of course, if Ike were to bust to Dennis. That would be a big issue in a punt. So that's something that Ike's well aware of. And he actually, he's going to be playing in line with Dennis on his direct left. So these guys are separated from the pack, and there's 3 really tight stacks. And then Mr. Jibin is in the short seat with 79,000.
Spot 23 bigs, small blind, ace X. Usually, you either can shove by yourself, make the fall better hands like now, or you can limp shove, limp call. I like the shove. Like you really you really make the fall better hands. Like if Malinowski has like ace-7, he's not gonna call, or ace-6, ace-5, ace-4, king queen, king jack. You fold so many hands.
Yeah, great point. And we got to see it. Ace-6. If he limps in there, the other side of that is maybe the Victor checks and the ace flops and loses some chips, or just misses and loses. So I think that is you got to see an illustration of why that play works so well. And there's
also, if you limp ace deuce, you expect like, oh, I'm gonna limp and shove if you raise. But if Malinowski decides to shove by himself, then you start folding similar hands.
Yeah.
I really like how Isaac plays. He's not taking any high variance spot. Like he had a couple of times, he had some hands he could like 3-bet fall, and like ace X blocker. He had the king X blocker. All the time, he just like call pre-flop and like play solid. Like solvers real like those like ace-3 offsuit, or like 20 bigs if the late position opens into jam and it prints, but you're just risking too much, and that means a lot. You don't want to risk blinds for picking up the 4 blinds.
Look at this card. Ike makes a peel on the flop with the best hand, made a difficult call and was right. Now look at this. Dennis took a shot with 9-7 suited on a gut shot, and this turn pair. Now Dennis doesn't have any diamond in his hand. He has basically the worst hand he could have here, and he's going to keep telling a story. Super interesting spot here. I mean, you could say, okay, if you're Ike, you just call, but how do you get paid on the river? And there's cards that could change. I'm curious what he's going to do here, if he's going to just shoot it up a little bit.
Yeah, if you Isaac, you want to start like building pot, charge those flush draws, over pairs, 8x. By just check calling, you don't achieve much. So definitely you want to check raise. And Dennis,
I love it. And if you think about it, it's such a tough spot. If Dennis does have jacks there, queens or whatever too, he's kind of just in the cage. So
yeah, exactly. And I mean, Dennis' hand is gut shot over, but your hand is really not that good. The only way you can win the hand, you have to bluff somehow. When you bet on the turn, actually you want Isaac to have similar hands, like 9-7 gut shots, ace-3, ace-4, like those hands you really can bluff. Oh, Dennis got ace-king, like 14 bigs. We definitely gonna see all in on call, I believe. No way Malinowski gonna call 14 bigs, ace queen suit. He's gonna just snap him off. Here we go.
Wow. Ace king in a very powerful position, although there's a chop possibility.
No, it's not.
Clean. Very clean. Dennis, well done.
Yeah, both Dennis just like crushing.
Back to 1.8 million. Well, this is we got a little sweat for our dinner all of a sudden. Ike's over 3 million and Dennis is healthy and Ushuaia is in the mix for the people here on YouTube. Got a shot as well, still fighting strong. And Victor took a little bit of a hit. We got two really short stacks now. Victor's shown some unbelievable short stack maneuverability over the, like, even where he didn't go broke with kings. I think the aces in the spot are like showing where he could get off of he had kings and went for max value and really interesting how he's maneuvered in these spots. So I'm curious to see if he can do some magic off 10 blinds again.
It's hard to play really well when you short stack and big stack, because it's totally different strategies. As we see, Dennis just opened 3-7 offsuit on the button, and when you short stack, you cannot do like those stunts. And Malnovsky is good when he has a big stack or he's got small stack. Really impressive stuff. Before the final table start, I was thinking, oh, I would like to see Isaac and Malnovsky playing heads up for, like, you know, for the title. Like deep, like 50 blinds deep, both playing, that would be impressive. They are both really good heads up players.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's shaping up that way, but this is still anyone's game. 10-8 suited off of 9 blinds. You know, I think, yeah, let's see. Ike's got ace-7 off. Let's see if he does give it up. And then here, interesting. This is, again, where Ike can't be out of line. So expect the limp, almost full range, probably.
Yeah, I mean, this is the highest icing spot for Isaac. That's the only play he has to be really aware of, Dennis. And yeah, I mean, Isaac's probably gonna play it really like passive, and he will do a lot of like check calls only. Even he has like very strong hands, he's just gonna, you know, trap most of the time. Yeah, Dennis flopped the top pair, so he's definitely gonna bet. And Isaac, I don't think he's gonna fold on the flop. He has backdoor, nut flush draw, gut shots, like backdoor gut shots over. So it's enough. It's enough to just check call. You turn the 5. 5 is good card, I would say, because Dennis is supposed to have a lot of like bluffs. He's supposed to raise pre-flop so many bad hands that this bar is probably favorite to Isaac range.
This is a very interesting card.
Yeah. Interesting if Dennis will go for value on the turn. He decided to check. Oh, and there's a break. So, yeah. Isaac will check, and Dennis is supposed to bet on the river for value. Interesting what Isaac will do after Dennis bet. Or maybe just Dennis will check back. Give some respect to Isaac.
Yeah, part of the problem, I guess, he knows how tight Ike has to be. So somehow he did have a better 9, or, you know, has like, there's some hands maybe he would play sort of conservative. But look at this. I mean, this guy's just got no fear, just really confidently betting.
I feel Isaac is very tempting to just check raise. I mean, it looks very like weak. It looks like 9-6 off. But he might just call, just getting good price, and he knows Dennis can just bluff. Dennis has to bluff. He has so many bad hands, like, you know, Jack.
In tough spots like this, I like to think, my man Matt Seidman, what he would do. I think Green Eyed Asian in the chat. Hello to Mia. one of the best in the world. He gets it right a lot. This is a call from Ike and Dennis, man. Tip your cap to this man. He is having a day.
Yeah.
This is one of the most dominant performances I've seen at a Super Millions final table so far, at least, and well done from him.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've seen like
Wow.
Michael Adamov like winning every single pot and just crushing the final table, but it looks like Dennis doing the same thing.
Yeah, he is really taking no prisoners. And I mean, this is a big stack. This is at he's got to feel good about the situation. I mean, it can really leverage the two shorties who are kind of both trying to ladder.
Will we see Dennis 3-bet? Just to block. Oh, quick.
Look at that discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline. He knows. He says, "You know what, Ike? Go ahead, buddy. You get to, I'm not going to win every pot. If you open, I'll let you do a little bit of damage yourself and stay in the game." And good timing. And there's Ike.
Yep.
Getting some big hands.
Dennis is like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play your game, Isaac. Just, keep the pot. You're gonna play under my rules."
And Victor, this is asking a lot to do anything. But like I said, I've seen him in these spots where most would go broke, just find a way to sort of play post flop. And, of course there's flops here where he's going to have to get it in or get dominated. But in this particular spot, he is not putting the rest of his chips in, at least at the moment.
Yeah. Probably just gonna check call or check fall. Isaac has king, so he's not shoving on the turn unless it's like 8. Oh, this is like, yeah. On this kind of turn card, you can jam with the kings just to get fall all the flush draws like 10x. Just don't let big blind to improve. Or we'll see, yeah, he just jumps. I mean, it's too many draws, and you can't just like let him buy cheap.
Yeah, I see in the chat they're saying Victor will shove, but look at that. That's what I'm saying. He's really finds ways to keep himself in the game, right? Where most would just be out, and he is still in.
Yeah. Someone said it's bye-bye time by Victor to Victor. Okay, it's not. Victor is the beast. He knows how to dodge those bullets.
Yeah, yes. He is dodging.
Interesting spot. 5s. As I mentioned before, if you jab and it gets through, you win a lot of chips. With the Malinowski so short, you just like you just decided just go for the ladder. It's a 22K jump.
Wow, 5s. I mean, you can never expect that good a spot, right? 5-4 off you're up against would have been. I mean, he would have just got it through, but still, Victor causing havoc and costing Mr. Jibin a opportunity to chip up a bit there. That's a big swing for him. He would have won some nice chips, but as it stands, Malinowski is gonna, he'll take his orbit, right? He's still got 4 blinds, and
also wanna take note that Dennis opens 2.5 the shorty, and so basically he doesn't want to let big blind see the flop. And if he would just open 2x, maybe Jibin would have jam pocket 5s. He would just like, okay, it's 2x, so I have more fall equity. But when he does like 2.5x, it's like, okay, he might just call if I jam. Just like trying to get the read. And Dennis is playing opposite. He's like 2.5x. I don't wanna let you see the flop, so I'm just open like anything.
Yeah, Dennis flops the gut shot and has 4 highs, so a good candidate. Yeah, this is now a nice turn for Ike, who was, kind of treading in a spot where not great shape. And this will be curious if Dennis wants to bet this card, although he doesn't have too many ace X's. He would probably be raising the limp.
Yeah.
So he does go ahead and wave the white flag, takes a free shot at a 5 or a 3 or 4, which he might think is good, although it's not. So here it is. Ace is in the lead. And interesting here for Ike, because what would Dennis do with Jack X? He would bet the flop if the ace came as played, maybe check. So does Ike go for a blocker bet?
He would just probably mix on the turn with a Jack X, but yeah, it depends on the kicker. But yeah, you would. And yeah, Dennis plays really good. He just like he really knows when to switch the gears. Some other players, they probably just go really hard with the 3-4. They just like, okay, I don't block flush draw. I have gut shot. This is my like lowest hand. Is gonna go for it. But not. He's like really aware on how to play and what is the Isaac's range when he flop.
So Dennis decides to call. Can't blame him with 2 really short stacks, although 9's so strong. And this is about as unlucky a flop as you'll get. The 6 is such an innocuous card, you know, like unlikely. And now the 1 over your opponent happens to have ace 10. So Dennis certainly going to call 1.
By Dennis Beganov. I mean, shoving 9s is profitable, but with the 2 short stacks, you have to be really aware. And 9s, they play good. You can, check call a lot, and you don't lose that much equity. Like if you would have like deuces, deuces on many bars, they'll be just under pair if you don't hit the set. So 9s is way better hand than like I would rather jam like deuces and just call 9s 8s here.
Yeah, nice sizing. Ike gets a big bet on the turn now. 9s is interesting. Likely Ike going to check back, although he does have, I guess maybe not, right? He has the best 10. He gets called on the flop, called on the turn. I mean, he could suss out some value here, like to a worse 10.
Yeah.
Hearts miss. I don't know how many. This is
most of the Dennis range is like 10x now, and he beats all like 10-9, Jack 10, Queen 10, King 10. So he beats a lot, but he decided to check.
Yeah,
he felt,
I think the check makes a lot of sense.
He's getting trapped for like just 6x.
Yeah, so nice pot for Ike, up to 3.4 million. And here's Dennis going with a license to open here, right? He's got these 2 guys in an awkward spot.
Off. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to play when there's Malnovsky with 4 bigs and then Chaiben with 8, 9 bigs. Interesting. The really high pressure ICM spots, all the shorts decks. Yeah, I really sometimes struggle in the Isaac situation when I'm like a second in chips and next to me is chip lead, aggressive chip lead. It's really hard to play. But so far, Isaac just like chipping up and getting spots, playing really, really good. 10-4 off, small blind, 4 bigs. Yeah, with the 10x, I would just go all in anyway. I would have some folds, like a bottom 10% of the range, and just fall, and like the rest just jam. Oh, he followed 10-4.
Wow, what a nice spot for Victor there, who had literally the worst hand of the game. And now let's see what he does with.
I surprised he just folded. I mean, 4 bigs, and you still get a lot of fall equity from the Malnovsky. He probably falls like, like 25, 20% of the range. 25.
Is this a mandatory flat? I mean, he's got So what, he's got 20 big, the other two shorties in the big blinds, but
Not
this is
sure.
awkward.
If you fall, most likely they're gonna collide, small blind or big blind. So I'm not sure. By calling, you kind of like have the chance to bust before the two short stacks. So wouldn't mind to see just the fall pre-flop, because you have to be very cautious about playing the hand. I would just mostly play like no flats and just 3 bets or shoves against like in this kind of like environment. Dennis has no equity at all, so he's just giving up, and he knows Ushuaia most likely he flats Broadway cards. So on this kind of board, also Ushuaia can have a lot of traps, kings, aces, queens, even jacks. So
Yeah, this is one where Dennis also showing really good intuition to just wave the flag. You know, you could start saying, oh, well, maybe he's got 7s or 9s or 10s, and you want to try to or jacks or whatever. Yeah, you want to try to blast them off. But when you start thinking about it, it really does weight more towards a strong hand like ace queen or.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
interesting.
He shows a really good, like, well experienced poker player.
Yeah.
All right, some big hands, kings. All right, so we see defend by the Isaac. That's standard. Yeah, half pot and
Dennis doing a good job hanging in there. 1.3 million, just under 20 bigs. 9-2 suited, gonna fold it, and Victor finds himself a big hand and not going to get called. And interestingly enough, he's gonna leapfrog Mr. Jibin here, picking up. Looks like he'll pick up like 150, getting a huge increase to his stack.
420 in the pot, or 20 in the pot. If they fall all, it's like pretty much 60% off. So beautiful.
He is ahead of Jevin.
For the 1.2 million for the Dennis Beganov and Ushuaia, because for them it's really they in the cage. They just have to like play really tight. Malnovsky finds the shove, raise to 4 bigs.
So let me ask you that. He makes it 280. He makes it 280, leaves 130 behind. This is something we see a lot. Is this because if there's an all-in, he actually would fold, but he doesn't want to like min raise?
If he gets like a 2 all-ins, he can just fold his hand. Especially when you have ace-7. If you get 2 all-ins, your hand is like totally dominated, and you can just fold for the ICM.
Right.
If you just get one call or shove, you just definitely just gonna put the remaining chips in. And also some players, they can just call 4 bigs. For example, Dennis, and by the strategy wise, he can just call 4 bigs and just check down the hand and keep the Malnovsky with like 1 big, and then Dennis can put even more pressure. So I've seen similar stuff at the final table. Like someone like goes 9 bigs, keeping like 1 big behind, gets called by the chip lead, and they just check, and basically he keeps the player in with the 1 big line, and everyone else gets in the cage.
Oh, so because then if he wins the hand, but he doesn't put the guy all in, right? That's what you're saying. Yeah,
so
that's that's interesting.
If he wins, he keeps the player with the 1 big.
Yeah, super interesting.
So it's basically like like it's this spot is really good for the short stack and the big stack. If you like in the middle of the pack, you just wanna put the guy all in. But if there's like a shortest stack and the biggest stack, they wanna keep each other in the game.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. A7 suited here, peels, flops enough flush draw. I can't imagine he's going. Now it's a question of, does he maybe shove, maybe get a hand that's ahead, such as like ace jack off to fold or something like this. And this is actually not an amazing spot for Dennis.
Yeah. I mean, whoa,
wow.
Call it. That's insane. I mean, Jaiben can have like draws as well, like a lot of flush draws, can have straight draws. So it's quick fall.
Wow. So a friend of mine, just asked. Go ahead.
I mean, I said you have 30 minutes, and he found the fold within like 10 seconds. So you could just like think more about the spot. Understand with the ace jack is very ugly, but it's a difficult spot.
Yeah, my friend of mine just asked, where's the pressure from Dennis? And he has been doing it. He's also shown some good awareness when to slow down and not just go blind blasting, but he has definitely showed some pressure and put some people in tough spots. And even here, look at this, 4-6 going to go and force the fold. Ike had a key card there, but yeah, nicely played. And wow, Ushuaia 1 going to open, and ace jack suited again. Look at this, Victor going to be finding himself a nice spot with the best hand. Got to imagine he's going to put it in here, although it does look strong from Ushuaia to open, but he does have the chip leaders out of position.
Yeah. 5 bigs. I mean, Ushuaia is supposed to open really tight, but ace jack 5 bigs.
Wow. Whoa. Wow. The people have a sweat. Look at this. The man's up to 1.4 million roughly. Wow.
Insane stuff. I mean, it's way easier to do commentary when you see the full cards. They definitely play longer against each other, so they know more information than us seeing the full cards.
Sick,
in the first spot, like Ushuaia spot looks really difficult to open when there's a 2 short stack on his left, and like the opening to the big blind chip lead. So yeah.
Wow, 8-9 suited. You could argue there for, I guess he doesn't have a lot of, he's got 5 blinds, but he does fold. And as it turns out, the kings in the big blind is going to get a nice surprise here.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to see a small 3-bet, like, really small, like 2.5x 3-bet.
The thing is, though, there are those 2 really short stacks, the page ups. I wonder if he's going to make it bigger or even, I mean, he just not get too cute.
Yeah, it's good. Also, Dennis opening like 100% here. Also, wondering why Dennis didn't like go all in with 10-3 suit there. Like it feels like in general any hand is profitable, just jam pre-flop. But the 10-3 suit, you have 10 and the suit cards, and they supposed to fall so much. So
this could be one of those spots, but on Victor actually has I think he might shove here. I mean, he's except 1.5 million, it's 20 bigs. And I mean, Victor, he does just raise. This is actually super interesting for ace jack off here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, the interesting news here is,
I mean, Dennis is committing with the Malnowski, so his range is no longer 100%. So his range is supposed to be stronger. And
the interesting part is Victor may get the triple up here because on a heads up pot with ace queen to ace jack. Yeah. Look at this. Wow, he's going to get insane value. Although, I mean, Ushuaia looks super strong, but still, there's just, you can't tell me.
Victor will find the fall here.
No.
Like,
Trust me, he's been maneuvering off short stacks. I could see him
yeah,
do it, but like it just seems like a crazy one. Although of course we can see the cards, but man,
yeah,
you know, he really doesn't like to put those last chips in spots like this.
yeah. I
But you
mean,
know,
he just
he's
for
getting
ace
such a good
jack.
price.
Oh, he put in.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, he is going to be up to 900K if he can hold ace queen to
yeah,
ace
that's
jack.
dream spot for him.
All right, they both don't want each other's cards.
Okay,
Needs to
yeah, yeah.
fade a
Ooh,
queen only, and he does do it. Look at that. Victor just navigating, man. That king jack off, you saw in the chat, so many players would have just busted. He dodges that, and now he's back to 829. And look at this. He is in it. He's basically tied for
exactly.
third, for fourth.
Third
I'm sorry, for
place.
fourth place. Tied for fourth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big deal. Pretty sick maneuvering.
I really love to see how players play differently. Like the players like Arthur with the like in the same spot as Dennis, he would just like start jamming probably like most of the hands pre-flop when it's like 18 blinds, 17 blinds effective. And some players really like just open a lot and they don't start jamming pre-flop.
Right. Yeah, it's so fun, man. Like you said, everyone's got a style, and that's why poker's so fun, right? There's different ways to get the job done. There's more than one way, you know, to play, and it's fun.
And especially ICM is so difficult to manage. You can like it's really very complicated, very compact.
Yeah, there's also future game. There's all kinds of different things here. And can Mr. Jibin find a check here ever? Like, it's interesting that Dennis checks back, but then again, maybe he's got some showdown. Does he really have bluffs? So let's see, what does he come up with though? Either way, he's going to have at least 1 million chips. If he possibly can get more, let's see what he does. A check would seem very creative, very sneaky, but I don't know if even Dennis would go for it, but doesn't matter here. Not going to happen.
Yeah, big pot for Jibin. Up to 1 mil. Beautiful. Nobody busted for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was going quick, and I mean Dennis has separated himself, but a few interesting. The Victor and Jibin short stack maneuvering has been pretty special. I mean, they've done a good job surviving, finding good spots, and man, Malinowski really putting on a masterclass in the short stack arena.
Oh yeah, really well played. All right, Jibin just got bored, and he's like, wherever, just going. I know you're opening everything. Well played by Jibin. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, and he just like went for it. Jack 10 suited by Victor. We definitely gonna see something. He might be creative. He might just like raise or just limp or shove. Decide to shove. I mean, that's very reasonable hand to do that.
Yeah, Mr. Jibin too, taking a page out of the playbook of Denny's and getting aggressive and up to 1.2. I mean, look at how even it is. Sir Ike at 2.8, but Denny's has chipped up, and pretty sure we'll see the pressure exerted here. There it is. Not going to show this one. He showed the ace, I believe, 6 off. This is 8 high, and he is leaning and picking up. There's that aggression people might look for as the big stack. Yeah, they are.
Finds the fold. King 10 suit is a massive hand from the small blind. He's definitely gonna jam here. No other option. And ace 6 off. It's tough. 11 bigs with the ICM. It's very close, but I think it's more towards fold and call.
Ushuaia's really, he's also played very well and made some good decisions. But I think, yeah, this is kind of one of those, you're damned if you do or damned if you don't, right? It's sort of like tricky.
Yeah,
Even if you're right, you got to still hold. Is it worth it? There's not really that many short stacks though now. Like everyone's kind of tight. So this is interesting.
With the thing, A6 doesn't dominate like wheel aces that much. If you have ace 8 off, that gives way more equity against the shoving range, and you're risking a lot. You're risking 10 more bigs. You have only like 15. So if you lose, you'll have few bigs left. If you win, your position will not change that much because you'll have close to 2 mil. So you'll still be third in chips.
Oh, he does make the call. Taxi cab, king 10, huge spot. A6 can it hold? There is the king. He's got running spade, running straights, possible 4 or an ace, and not going to be in. There it is. Dennis takes a big one, a tough blow to the chat here. The YouTube chat, we're sweating the A6. The man, they got in to be at 2 mil, still in though, 400,000, very short. But
that's why I really gave a thought about it.
Yeah,
it makes sense. That was a very hard spot. I can't blame him. He called. He was in ahead, so he made a good call. He didn't hold, and yeah, now he's short stack. So, but he's still in, so all good.
What do you think about that?
Which one?
Well, what do you think about that A6? What would you do there? How close is that?
Yeah, I think it's more fold. It's very close because Dennis jams a lot of like broadways and student hands and ace-x, and just the thing, you don't dominate that much with a6. You most of the time you're just flipping. Like if he has jack 10 suit, just flipping. If he has ace3, you flip. Like you just like splitting most of the time. So I know for sure like ace8 is like snap call because he dominates so much. A6 is very close, but there's some short stacks, and your future EV doesn't change that much if you win, because then you get 1.9 million. You're still not the chip leader, and you're still just gonna fold a lot.
And look at this, Ushuaia chipping right back up, guys. So don't count him out yet. Your free roll is still on. And Dennis, last hand, interestingly enough, folds a6 suited there, first to or under the gun +1. So interesting to fold a6 suited. I guess kind of just seeing the stack sizes, seeing some shove stacks. Didn't want to get involved, but he is settling in here now, 1.6 million.
And third place, so he has to play very tight. He just wants to get ladders first, pay jumps, and then just play. Pick the spots wisely.
Yeah, it looks like maybe he's
the queen 5 suited. Not sure why.
Maybe he's just getting his bearings, settling in, taking a sip of water, just letting everything marinate. It was a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of action, a lot of intense spots coming up here, man. It went from short stacks to everyone kind of being able to play a little bit again. Yeah. So Victor going to rip in the queen 10 suited, and we've got some poker left. We got some money to be awarded. We still 6-handed. This has been
up 40-80. Wow, it's a blood show now. Like everyone got like short stack. Isaac just chilling probably. He's just like, got some popcorns and then just.
Yeah, he's enjoying the show. He gets to sit back. He's kind of getting to play, open up, play his game and let Dennis do his thing. A7 off. He is.
Yeah.
Is going to go for the 3x raise.
3x. So he's really aware that he doesn't want to risk like 20 bigs. Because when you jam a7, you're always gonna get called by only better, So he's like really aware. He's like 3x. I'm getting against big blind, and I fold against Dennis. That's his basically strategy. And now his hand a7 off flops not really well, and even the pot is already big. If the Ushuaia jams, he's supposed to jam here or just check call. Queen, Jack, King 10, you're just getting so much, you have so much equity.
Yeah, I mean, the stop and go would have worked there, but let's see now what Dennis comes up with.
And Dennis' situation is tough. He doesn't want to bet call or bet fold. Jam is fine option. All right,
Great.
so maybe a flipping.
Wow, interesting. To the river, he has a 70.
Queen, Jack, or 9. Oh, it's 3 cross, 6. All right, so
6.
Wow.
Well played from Dennis and a good game from Ushuaia. I wonder if he had shoved the flop.
Yeah.
Then nice resume there from Ushuaia. 1 unlucky for the chat and the free roll. Appreciate you guys.
Winning. Nice.
Yeah,
and
he's got some nice.
Super million. Wow, that's all impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Also impressive, Dennis just going to town here, getting a shove on these guys. King 7 suited. And look at Victor with the ace 10. Both these guys have better hands. One hand is dominating, but this is a ICM catastrophe for these players. 30K jump. Do you want to put it on the line?
He has the best hand most of the time. Otherwise, Dennis wouldn't jam, just raise call. So now he's like thinking about the ICM. If his hand is worth it, or if he will have a better spots. As I said, probably if he Malinowski calls, yes, he's like crushing his range and he's ahead. But if he double ups, his situation at the table doesn't change that much. He's still like in the same pack.
Oh, we do see the call.
The king queen. Oh
wow. Great start here to the river. Picks up a straight draw. Can he fade it and put a new situation? Oh my goodness.
Dennis running so hot.
Wow. Mr. Jibin has first time Super Million winnings and 18K total on GG Poker. So that is a nice score for our friend. Well played. Not afraid to go for it. He will take 5th place, a 6-figure score. Bravo on that, man. Nicely
done. And Malinowski dodged the bullet again. Last hand, ace 10, he would have lost. So he's really playing a phenomenal game.
Yeah, and now he's going to get in a 4-1 favorite versus Sir Ike Paxton, it appears. I don't really see any way four-handed button. This is just all in, 4-1 favorite. Victor is to be in
Victor really gets
second.
Rewarded for fighting an amazing fold.
Yeah, he'll be in second place if he can hold, but we know there's no easy task. There's a good start. He is a 9-1 favorite. Going to need to avoid a 10 and a 10 only on the river, or else he is going to be in second. Look at that. Look at this man. There are 4 left, guaranteed 130,000, and Dennis was hoping for that 36K pay jump right there. Not going to be, and we have got Victor, big swing for you in the dinner bet too. You got your guys going, got 10 million basically chips of the, you're looking good. You're looking pretty good. Yeah, yum. Yum is right. So it's we're in trouble right here. Ike with the king 7 suited.
He finds the 3-bet. Reasonable hand.
Okay. Ike's not going to go down with the fight. I still like.
Yeah, they just know when someone's gonna open really light. There's some spots, and I guess Malinowski is like, oh, this Dennis guy is maybe the weakest link at this final table. So I'm just opening a6 off. And Isaac, he knew it, and just like 3-bet with a decent hand to 3-bet bluff.
All right, flops the flush draw, 9-5 suited. Definitely is liking the board more than Jack 9 suited, but out of position and a dominated hand. Let's see what Ike does go with. If he's going to stab on this board, maybe a small bet, or sometimes we see players delay, see bet or check back, but he kind of has one of the worst hands, so gotta like that bet.
Yeah, small bet. Yeah, just you want to see bet a lot here because you just want to win the pot right away.
Then get check raise 350, 400. Does he go for it? I think. I mean, this is definitely both players. You could see there it is 336.
This is the hand you wanna rebet a lot because there's so many turn cards that gives you combo draw, like a 3, 4, 7, 8. They all give you combo draw, and you already have a flush draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just rather just check call, you know, King X flush draw or Ace X flush draw, because you can just call on the turn when Isaac bets. But the 9-5, you can't really like check call on the turn if the turn like jack or something. You know, you just have to fold them. So it's well played by Victor, finding the check raise. All right, check, check. They both hit on the turn. Dennis got flush draw too.
Wow, very spicy card. King 7 playing, but there are some interesting rivers that change things. Let's see what Ike does. Goes for 3/4 pot size.
Yeah, makes
Ike
sense.
obviously will be involved.
Very drawy board. You want to show you have a strong hand or. Yeah. All right, actually, Isaac has the best hand, and I don't think he's gonna fall to any bet. And Dennis looks like he can value bet again, because Isaac has a lot of like Queen X, 9X, and you know, other hands. Yeah, he bets and Isaac snap calls.
Snap calls.
Yeah, nicely the hand just played itself. So yeah, that was a nice spot for Isaac. 2.1 million now.
Yeah. Yeah, very well done. Man, Ike's a fighter. I'm not giving up on Ike.
I still like Dennis' chances.
Yeah, this is looking like, yeah, Dennis is definitely in the favored position right now, but there's some talented players here. Not going to be.
All right, Victor has a jack, so I wonder if which option he'll pick. He's definitely not folding, and he can shove, call, rebet.
So it's 30 blinds, right?
Stuff is a little bit spicy because it's 30 bigs, but you know, Dennis opening so wide.
Yeah, there's a look at our players that have been eliminated. Some very, very strong players there. There's also some very strong players left. Hope you guys are enjoying. Jeff Gross alongside Matas Cimbolas, going to play the WSOP main event tomorrow. Matas took today off. Nice way to get warmed up for some live poker. Watch some of the best play for big money. If you guys are enjoying, please hit the thumbs up button. We did do a free roll for one of the players here, and it is a absolute joy to have you guys here. So we hope you're enjoying. Please hit that thumbs up. Helps the algorithms, and
thumbs up.
I see a lot of familiar faces.
Push
so
the
thank
like
you guys.
button.
That's right. That is absolutely right. We are in for a treat. Four-handed here. The chips are shifting to one man. He's Brazilian. He has 7 million chips, and he is absolutely on fire. And he has taken names. Doesn't open the 9-3 suited.
The final table. You started with like 2 million. I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, 7 million. He busted several players. He played phenomenal game.
Yes.
Oh, Dennis in the
Tens.
trouble.
Dennis needs help, and it is not on the flop.
He's
We're going to
got
go to
some
a turn.
backdoors.
Oh, there's one of them.
Or ace. 7. All right, GG Dennis. GG. Well played.
GG. 130,000 for fourth. Well played, Dennis. Really well done. And Victor going to get richer. And there it is. Look at this.
Oh, here we go. That's his first tournament. First cash, yes. That's a
Broke
good
the cherry. That is not a bad day for the man, Dennis Pogna.
And he's got
Congrats to you.
Matryoshkas for his yeah, a Russian.
Very, very nice. Well, look at this. I hope we at least get the sweat. Like if Ike can get involved to give us a sweat for the dinner, but as of right now, you got the 1 and 2 punch going here, and 8-10 versus top pair. Wow.
They definitely gonna play a big hand, and Malinowski is so good in getting value. Wondering if he will. I guess he will just trap here, just check call. The board is very safe, or he will find the small check raise.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there are draws, and Ike also like. Does he? I don't know. I could see him make it 850 here.
Yeah, I mean,
900.
they still deep. They have 5 SPRs.
Yep.
Yeah, he found the check raise. And Dennis is definitely not falling on the flop. He might even decide just jam on the flop, because not so many cards improves his hand, but most likely we're just gonna see a call.
Super interesting spot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Whoa, GG Victor. I mean, you need the 8. I don't see how they not get it in on the third. It's like no way.
The interesting part is like with Jack Queen, you know, it's got the 2 overs and a gut shot. Now it would be double gut. I mean, but yeah, I don't see like, yeah, I guess he has ace king, ace queen here. That is quite a card for Dennis Ramos.
I mean, Victor has to just like shove for value here, because you don't want to like let him buy. Oh my gosh, he plays so well. I would for sure would have jam on the turn. There's a flush draw, straight draws. There's already SPR 1-1, so it's just like so much chips in the pot.
So Jack Queen makes a straight. It's possible what player could have it as at the 8-10 board. There's a check raise call, would have picked up double gut and then make the nuts. But let's see. I mean, is there any scenario that this somehow doesn't get put in? I mean, I guess if you're Wick, look at this. Victor's going to get the check back. I mean, this is astounding. He is going to get the check back here.
Insane. That would be insane.
I mean, I guess, or does he value shove? Thinking his players ace jack, ace queen. Maybe that's also what he's
so tricky too. Like lead on the turn and check on the river.
Wow. Magician. I mean, does he get away from this and just check back? I mean, if he checks and wins, he's got 5.3 million. He's tied for the chip lead. If he goes he goes for it. And I guess this will just get called though.
I love it. Wow. He didn't go broke. That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that he found the value bet on the river, and it's just amazing. Yeah.
This is high level, but I'll tell you what, Dennis is now in a nice spot with 9.6 million. He's got the other 2 players playing for about 47,000 difference. And wow,
that's what differs the top players to elite players. Most of the players would just go broke on on that. Wow, Dennis is crushing totally. He dominates this final table. All right, interesting. Isaac has the gut shot. He bets. This board really dominates. Prefers his range over big blind. Oof. Let's go.
Wow, he's got King Jack drawing dead. If a queen were to come, he'd have a full house.
Yeah. The only card that all chips would go to the mill. Victor finds the lead. I like it. Because Isaac would check a lot on the 10. Doesn't look good for Isaac. Finds the call. Makes sense. You beat all the bluffs that Victor has. All right, let's see if Victor goes for all or he finds just other sizing. He goes all. Makes sense. I mean, he's so strong.
Yeah, and Ike actually improves.
You have like an ace in your hand, like ace queen, ace king. It's a very tough spot. Okay, he's really considering. Yeah, he found a fold. Interesting. Like Dennis has all the chips, and Isaac and Victor has 15 blinds. So Dennis can really put pressure on. Yeah, as we can see, King X. He really likes those King X as the shove, and it makes sense because you get called mostly by the Ace X or pocket pairs. Even Ace X has a better blocker effect, but King X has more equity than Ace X against the calling range.
Yeah, we see the all in there. Also, I see a question asking me, what is my favorite poker site since I've represented them all? Well, I have been in poker for 15 years. I've definitely been at different sites at different times. I think GG clearly has the best software, best guarantees, and doing the most, and very happy to be here at the right place, right time. So to answer your question, that is my favorite one, but the ones I've worked at, I've had great experiences, great people. And I think it's important in poker that there's competition across sites. It's not good if one site has everything. Yeah, it's not great for the players. So, my goal and what I try to do is represent poker as a whole and then align with the current best place that I believe is to be. I was at 3 years at Party Poker and had a great time, and just landscape shifted, different things have changed, and feel very fortunate to be here and do my best at all times. So I hope that answers your question, but very happy to be at GG. Where do you play? What would you break out?
You're definitely the best site for online poker player. All the tournaments, all guarantees, they really improves every single day. I really loved when they did that rollback for the final tables. I think that was really good.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Get a little deeper at
Yeah.
the final table for some more play. Well, king deuce suited. Ike got a suited gapper on the king against a range that's going to be pretty wide. Let's see if he decides to rip it or call, and he does rip it. And Dene Ramos going to give it up here.
Yeah, he sensed the weakness, so work out. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to go.
Yes. Ike Caxton thinking, can he get a limp in? Does he limp? He has still some traps, right? He's still going to limp some big hands and decides that he is going to go, although this is oftentimes not going to work out. He does get to a flop here with the ace, queen, 9. He has the best hand. Could also go for just a lead out for a blind here, right?
Yeah, and Dennis has 8-4 suit, so you don't want to raise fold good hand. That can improve. You would rather just have, like, you know, queen 3 off and just raise when Isaac limps. Yeah, I mean, Dennis has no business on this board. All right, he goes for the 1.5 pot. I love it. Also, Dennis has no ace-x mostly. He just jumps free flop. Isaac shoves a lot of ace-x too, but he traps some of them.
Yeah. Wow, this is a big hand. This is a committing shove.
Yeah.
And Dene Ramos, the ace jack.
Find the double up.
Oh, do we have a sweat, or is this going to be heads up with a huge lead? Queen 10 suited, very live.
Action.
Oh, less action.
Only a 9 helps.
A 9 or a 9 only slow squeeze. It's not. It looks like a 4.
Isaac,
it
really
is. GG. Look at that, man.
What
the fist pump.
16 million.
16 million in GG Poker winnings, 3 million in Super Millions alone. Absolutely crushing it. Look at this. Can Denny finish it off? Well, we got a dinner coming your way, Matas. That's for sure.
Let's go. Vamos.
Very nice. All right. Queen 3, 3, 8.
All right. Dennis is playing heads up with one of the best in the world. Heads up there. So, or the best, or one of the best. It's definitely probably like top 3 for sure. So,
do you think Victor's going to go play the main event? Probably, right? How do you miss the main event?
Not sure. I mean, for some players, main event is not that exciting, I guess. Because it takes like 8 days, right?
Yeah.
You only get the money on like day 3. And if you play nosebleeds, you can just win like $1 million, like playing like 5 1K blinds, online, sitting at home by the computer.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but Victor has impressive results live. I think he won the Super Bowl million or whatever, like in Cyprus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
phenomenal player. Yeah, big score.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if he can carve his way out of this.
Ace deuce off. This is 100% just shove 13 bigs. You don't want to raise or just like check, because it doesn't play that well this flop. So you just want to pick it up all the chips in the middle. Dennis has ace 9. It's easy to shove too. Same reason, you don't want to just raise and play post flop. Yeah. 13.5 bigs. Victor has 8-6. Like, we're definitely gonna probably see just a shove 13.5 bigs. Dennis raised 2x. I like it. You either can profitably shove king 3. You can limp. All options on the table.
Yeah, you seem at this stack that there's a lot of limping both ways, right? You set traps, you get people in there, and you also don't lose the extra. So I think this is we see a lot of great players.
You can play mixed strategy.
We see
do some raising, min raising. You can limp, min raise, or shove. Some players they only play limp, like when you under like 30 bigs.
Yes.
When you play against one of the best, like if you have mixed strategy, it's gonna be way harder to play against than when you play just against like a limp strategy. All right, I mean, it's still really huge gap. We're like 7-1 now, or even 8-1.
Yeah. You know what, guys? I'm going to give, I know Victor's a hero out there. We have 156 thumbs up today. I'm going to give a $200 free roll if Victor can come back and win. If we can get to 300, actually, I'll make it $300 if we can get to 300 thumbs up. So, guys out there, there's 1.7 thousand people watching right now. If you want to root for Victor, if you want to see a comeback, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get it rolling today, man. Matas and I have been here. This is a long one. We've been here over 2 hours.
Yeah,
we're watching some great poker. Matas is letting me buy 1% of him in the main. I'm also going to give half of my 1% of Matas to the chat for whatever he does. I'll do on a future after Matas wins, guys. We're giving it away, baby. Abundance. Hit that thumbs up. Lock in right now for this big heads up match. And let's see if Victor can make it a sweat for a $300 giveaway for the boys. Free roll. That's what we're talking about. Why not? Let's get it. Victor, baby. Victor versus the world. Denny's, for the record, whatever happens to Dennis, if he can finish this or not, this has been a dominant performance. Guaranteed 213,000. I'm a fan of this man's game. I am very impressed. Made great fold early. Great call. Making great decisions. Brazilians, baby. Vamos, gente. Me esposa brasileira. Boa noite. Tudo bem, prazer. She's in here dancing. She's in the room. She loves when Brazil gets hyped up. Yeah. We saw Yuri at a final table in the 50K horse. Jungle Man took down the 50K for the second year in a row for 1.4 million.
What a legend.
And he was in costume the whole time. I mean, you got to respect it. Brazilians out there, baby. Brazil's got a nice poker. They used to be kind of known as fishies in poker, but there's some great Brazilian players now.
Not be one of the best. Look at there's a pocket fives. There's like 8 Brazils in the top 10. Like
Brazil, smart people, smart country.
Love for poker.
Great poker players, and here it is. Victor is those like buttons. Yeah, put the thumbs up in the chat. Let me see you. I see my man Danny in there. I see Itachi in there. Victor, people are fired up. Happy Van Winkle. Hashtag Amelia. That's on Twitch. There's an emote for that. Muito bom, Jeffy. I see the chat. I see you guys getting spiced up. I see you feeling the energy. Yeah, Jungle Man took it down. So this is not over, man. I'm getting a little nervous. Victor's chipping up. He's got the best hand, best position. He's got king high on the river here. Gonna probably have 2 million chips here in a second. But Dennis with the worst hand, what do they say, Matas? When you have the basically worst hand you can possibly have, it's a good time to start bluffing. Let's see if he goes for it.
All right, we'll see 3x spots. All right, Dennis. Oh, half pot. All right.
Snap call. Victor, does that look like a man beaten by 4 high?
You can bluff Victor with a half pot bet.
What's up, man? I love when the chat gets hyped up, man. We got some Brazilians out here. They're in here.
Brazil. What's up?
What's up, Samuel? Good to see you. Tudo bem? Boa noite. I see you guys there. There's no one. I'll tell you what, Brazil rallies at a final table, man. When they get in the World Series, the country brings it. I swear, anyone in a country mile in Vegas is at that final table cheering on. It's pretty special. I got to give them credit. Sam Bautista, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I'm sorry, 5 Bautista. Anyone you want to shout out today, Matas? Any friends at home watching? Anyone sweating you in the main event that's going to be looking close?
My wife, shout out and to all my friends and all Lithuanians who's watching this final table, and all my friends who's playing main event today, and the friends who already bagged main event, the friends who already busted the main event, but just, every year they have main event. So Not
Right.
yet, but
This is the first year I'm missing the main event. One of my very, very close friends is having a wedding during this time, which is very upsetting, but of course made it plans a while ago. And although it's usually during this time, last year was COVID, there wasn't the main during this time. So it was a little hard to predict and plan. And, you know, like you said, there'll be more main events. So gonna miss this year.
I mean, there's some things you cannot miss, and there'll be another main event.
Yes. Well, 10 million to 2 million. Victor is chipping up. Let's see how this thumbs up. Are we getting close to 300? Are you guys following along? Let me see who's in here. Let me hit
Guys, killing it. Thumbs up, everyone.
I got to hit the thumbs up myself. I'm going to hit it myself. I didn't even hit it. I got it right now. I'm number 259. Let's see if we can get to 300. Keep it going, guys. You guys are in on Victor for a $300 giveaway. Let's see what happens here.
It's shipping up every single hand.
Man.
3 lessons by Victor. World class heads up player. One of the best. Might be the best.
All right. So if you're I love, man. Love from India. Yeah. Tell me where you guys are watching from. I want to see where you're watching from, and I want to see the thumbs up button if you hit it in the chat.
Love from India. Wow. Greetings.
India, respect. Yo, Victor is silently really putting a little work in right here. He's at 2.6 million. He's all of a sudden only a 4-to-1 dog. I mean, that's not crazy.
I mean, the car's contribution a little bit loves him more, but you know, when you play, still 20 blinds effective. You just have to go for the spots, for the ranges, and Victor knows those things really well. I mean, that's his bread and butter. Dennis,
big pop
with the 3. Wow, now he's ahead.
Estonia.
He will check back on the turn, of course, and will try to go to the showdown. And Victor, king high, it's easy check. You win against so many hands, so no reason to bluff. And Dennis will snap check back and hope to win the hand. Yeah. All right, he's back to 10 million mark. Malinovsky 2.5. Interesting.
Well, a lot of poker left.
Yeah, they're playing for 60K, so it's a fat pay jump. And the title, you get the Super Millions label. I believe Victor has 2 of them, and Dennis has no. As I can see, this no labels.
Yeah, Dennis Ramos is a favorite right now. He's got a gut shot in a 5 high flush draw. Going to put pressure on, and this could get spicy. Let's see if Victor just likely going to call and evaluate.
Yeah, Victor's going nowhere, and Dennis is. Oh, it's a bad card for Dennis. Yeah, I mean, with this hand, he still has a lot of equity. So, yeah, he will. I'm not sure how he's gonna play out this turn card, but he's not going anywhere. He might even like check jam on the turn. That would be, I mean, heads up. That would be, or check raise. Check call is not an attractive option. And Victor bets small for protection. Makes sense. Oh, he just folded. All right. Surprised me.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I see it, right? Was he going to call, hope to hit a spade that may not be good? It's sort of, he took control, tried to get some air out, and just good. I do like that bet size from Victor here. And look at this.
Very nice, Isaac.
Does Victor go for the, is it a point where he starts min raising, or is he going to limp here ever? Yeah, I think he's just a little too deep to not min raise.
Yeah, I mean, he's 25 big, so he wants to raise some hands. Just to get chips in the pot, or just try to win pre-flop. But it will always be like a min raise at this point. Live poker has different heads up things when the big blind always put the big blind ante. So strategy switches to more aggressive side. You limp or you raise like 2.5, 3x because there's big blind ante. So already like 2.5 bigs.
Wow. 9-5 suited, taking one down there. And got little bugs around here.
Yeah.
This is a spot where Dennis now is back in. That was a big moment there. And look at this action. Top pair versus top mid pair in a gut shot and an over. So Jack 9 all over this board, but 10-4 makes top pair. See what goes. Look at this check back. Well played. And now Victor has some options. Probably going to go big bet. 240.
I would. Oh, okay.
You were thinking even bigger, maybe?
Yeah, I thought there would be like a pot size on turn, but like all the sizings are good. I guess like 3 hearts is not the ideal, but when you bet, you get called by like, you know, a size, smaller pair, 7x, 8x, 9x. All right, Victor is supposed to find the value then. And Dennis, I can't blame him if he finds the call. Yes, Queen Jack.
Dennis has played these spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't block
he's played spot on today. Yeah, I couldn't blame him for calling here either, but yeah, 8x misses.
Yeah.
The heart, you know, maybe just a 1 heart hand, and does call. And look at this.
Yep.
And he is on his way, getting a little nervous.
Like 30 bigs. Wow.
300. We hit the 300. You guys are in, but if you're there and you haven't hit the thumbs up, just do it out of respect. We did hit the 300 quota. We're at 310. You never know. I've been known to do crazy stuff. So the more the better. Let's get it rolling. $300 cash free roll. Let me see if we can get someone in the chat. The problem is we won't know till it's over. Let me see if there's a moderator that we can organize this with. So we are going to play to a winner. Matas is stuck in here for a nice afternoon. So what time is it there? Could you consider playing today, or you just your mind made up tomorrow? You like to be from the start? Is that how you approach the main event?
Yeah, I'm going to play tomorrow. Now it's 2 p.m. in Vegas. And yeah, I'm playing tomorrow. And after tomorrow, there's my favorite day, football, soccer, World Cup, poker players. So
you know that. Are you playing on our US? Are you on USA?
I wish.
Are you on Team USA?
I texted Byron and he said the team is already full, but the Canadians looking for the players. So I'm gonna play for Canada. Usually I play for Croatia, but this year they didn't gather the players.
USA is the only 2-time champion, man. Well, I'm sad to miss it this year. That's one of my favorite things as well, to play that. So
I mean, USA definitely gonna miss you.
Yeah, it's last year I think Austria took it down. They were very dominant, tough team.
They are definitely.
All right, so we will see a chop pot here, and
chop pot.
They do. It seems, it's fun. That was a 3.3 to 9 million. And this is getting a little close for my liking. I mean, I like Victor, but I'd love to see a good battle. But Dennis, I thought, played so well. Oh my goodness. OMG. 118 to 1 to flop a flush.
Especially when it sets up. So Dennis is not going anywhere on the flop. You can consider some check raising with the bottom pair on the flop. Like Solver really loves the just protect raise against like 100% c-bet, like really high frequency c-bet. All right, Malnowski bets again. Okay, yeah, Dennis hand is not strong enough anymore. Okay, Dennis started raising 2x. Okay, Malnowski. If he jam, yeah,
Wow.
he jams. Okay,
He is up to 4 million, 2-1 lead. All of a sudden, things got real serious. Victor can taste a little bit of blood in the water. 2-7 off, gonna likely fold this. Does he? Unless he plays 100%, which
yeah. I guess Victor knows he has the edge on the heads up, so he just like limp everything, you know, playing in position. And Dennis is not as aggressive as he should probably.
So interesting. I've seen Victor do this a few times where he goes for like delayed c-bet, where most might stab. Now in this particular case, it's not going to work, but
yeah. I mean, ace boards really benefits Victor range. And he decides to check back on the flop and then bet on turn.
Wow, I love this. I was just thinking, because like when you think about it, he kind of knows his opponent doesn't have an ace, right? So now when he checks back and now the jack he calls, it's like his opponent has a jack or a 4 a lot. And he just goes savage here. I mean, this is very special stuff.
Wow, he bluffed.
Did I say $300? Was I talking US or Canadian or I forget what currency we were. Pesos. Wow. Victor is officially unhinged right now at 4 million. He is looking dangerous, I'll tell you what. And Dennis, who's played such a great game, this guy's work cut out for him right now. Yeah,
I remember from my experience playing with one of the best in the world at that time, heads up players, Doug Paul. We played the big-ish tournament that was like 150K for first. And I knew I don't have an edge and he has the big edge on me. So the thing, you can just like play very aggressive. Just like, you know, try to beat the better player. Like take the like higher variance spots, you know, like 3-bet more, just put the pressure. When you play tighter like Dennis, it's really easy to play against for Victor. And as you can see, Victor really like winning small pots. Every pot, small pot, just getting it done. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's sort of been a quiet chip up too. I mean, he's at 5 million all of a sudden here, and really Dennis Ramos has got a whole new game on his hands here. This is no cakewalk.
Yeah.
And here he's going to outflop his opponent again with this is, and he's going to step right into top pair. Interesting sizing.
Bigger-ish. That's a good sizing, and he has a lot of like continuation on the turn because he can like 6, 8, Jack, Queen, wherever high card he can keep barreling. So yeah, and Victor knows it. He check raised for value, like protection. Well done. Now they almost close to the even. Like
yeah, they're literally even. This pre-roll just got
like 5 bigs difference.
Yeah, this thing got serious. This really did escalate quickly into a real free roll. And I lost the dinner. I might be out, you know, the dinner's not Not nothing, man. We got our, our this could be serious. Look at this. 9-deuce suit, 9-deuce off, gonna get it done. And man,
Yep.
we are basically tied. Well, I can tell you a favorite now. Momentum is a big thing and heads up, and Victor has got basically came from the depths.
Yeah.
So
Victor got confidence.
Yes.
Also, I mean, he gets better hands. He flops better. Gets a little bit better hands. You know, heads up is very high variance. Oh, he checks back. Nice. Dennis.
Shot clock both down to about
shot. 3 just wants to take the pot down right now. Victor is not going anywhere. River is 7, brings the flush straight. So I guess we'll see just check. And yeah, unless Dennis will decide to like bluff if he was like, oh, you know, maybe the 3 is not good enough. But most likely he's just gonna check and Victor checks back.
Oh, there will be a new chip leader. Oh, look, I was just thinking, man, that's sick. And
that's crazy.
I mean, Victor's like one card away here from
what Victor has. It's insane.
It's a sick bet. And Victor's just won so many pots and chipped up. He didn't probably plan to check back his 6 to play it as a fold. Like although look at this man.
Yeah. Wow. That's sick. Yeah, I mean, he called because Dennis has so many 4x and 5x in his range. So he thought that's enough, you know.
Wow, guys, you are in the chip lead for $300. Type GG in the chat if you're feeling the stream, if you're feeling a giveaway. I don't know if my man's in the chat, if we can organize to pick the winner live on stream today. I'm going to put that out there. Type GG in the chat if you're feeling the free roll. $300, hit the thumbs up button to be eligible. Tell me where you're watching from, and let's rock and roll, baby. Victor is officially unhinged into the chip lead. Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Damn, every single pod, just Victor's has better hand. I like the call he made with Jack 6. Yeah, that was impressive. Pot size, it's
yeah.
Oh, he founds the check raise for value. Oh my gosh, he's so good.
GG, baby.
Yeah, he knows the sizing shows that he most likely has like a 3, like 4 or deuce, or like smaller pairs. So Jack is like pretty confident check raise, and the river is 3. Interesting.
Sick.
That would be so sick.
Does he go small?
Victor bets, and Dennis finds the bluff and just like goes for it. All right, check. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, guys, we got a lot of GGs in the chat. You're good. That's all. I want to see if anyone's there watching. We got like 2,000 on. Let me see how many thumbs up we got. If you're digging the stream, I want to see the thumbs up. We already hit the quota, but we're not about doing the minimum here. 371. Let's see if we can get it to 500. Appreciate you guys. I know you're watching. There's 1,700 on you. Hit the thumbs up. Just hit that thumbs up. You guys are live in control of a giveaway. All right, that's good. You don't have to type GG anymore. We appreciate it. You guys passed the test. A lot of familiar faces, and we are having a good time. In Matas, this might be a record for how long. I mean, it's been 2.5 hours, I believe, right now. Yeah. So I mean, we're definitely flirting.
Dennis had what is it, like 7-1, 8-1 chip lead. Now he's behind.
No, it was more than that. I think it was 10-1, 9-1 for sure.
Yeah,
it was like 10 million to 1 million.
Like 11 million against 1.6, something like that. Yeah, so it's like 8.5 to 1.
Wow, this is quite a card for him because he turns double gutted, and
I feel like
likely gonna
overbet 1.2.
Wow.
Yeah. Victor has very easy call with the ace. It's just like easiest call. And 7 is very bad card for Dennis because he has not many 7x. And yeah, it's no surprise if just Dennis gonna like give up. Oh, what a dot! Wow.
Wow.
I love it. Victor,
What a
plays so well.
savage. This is savage. Yo, this is honestly, is there anything more tilting than you go over bet pot on the turn, get called, and your opponent leads for one 18th or 115th pot, and you can't call. I mean, this guy, listen, trust me, when I gave that free roll, I knew it was a real possibility, although I didn't expect it like this. I mean, this has just been a one-man wrecking crew. Like, this is just absolutely savage, guys.
Savage, yeah.
Let's get it to 500 thumbs up. We're at already 400, man. You guys rock and roll. I appreciate you. I appreciate you having fun with Matas and I. We've been watching some high-level poker battle going on. Two great players going for the title here. And Dennis Ramos is got
check back on the flop.
Yeah.
He's playing really.
This guy's scary.
He pot size. Victor is not going anywhere, and yeah, Dennis is in trouble. Oh
no! And he might even. He's got a diamond in his hand. He's got one of the worst cards he could have, or hands he could have. I mean, this could be
disaster for Dennis.
This could be bad.
Yeah, and 1 heads up.
This is not good for Dennis. He might go with something. He might really fire off here.
I mean, Victor finds the momentum. It's really good playing, really good. It's like basically same thing that Dennis did when the final table started. He played good, he picked the spots, and now heads up. It's different. It's different game. It's Victor's.
Yeah.
Street poker, jungles. Let's go. He bets 2/3. Victor's definitely going to raise. I think he will go for the all-in. Yeah. Easy all-in.
Wow. Wow. This has been clinical. And honestly, Dennis put on a clinic for the whole final table until heads up. Really, it was really going well.
As you can see, Dennis played 40% of the hands, and Victor only 31%. And now it's like taking the chip lead, big chip lead, 3, almost 4-1. Again, both players hit the flop. Bet big, nice. Dennis not.
Yeah, this is uncomfortable.
Oh
wow, Yahtzee card.
Lead by Dennis. Check. Okay.
Yeah, let's see what Victor comes up with here. See the board pair. He's got a 10 high flush draw. He's in position. Gets called though on the flop.
Oh, check. Wow.
Man, Victor just it's amazing. Like you said, it's almost like he's playing so well that it's like, it's scary, right? He just seems to know where he's at, what he's trying to represent. And see what Dennis comes up with here. 756 in the pot.
I mean, Dennis has the easiest valid bet in the world.
Wow.
He's going for the check raise. He just probably assumes that betting big on the flop, Victor wouldn't go with the ace size. So on the river now, it's like if he bluffs or checks.
So 3 million to 9 million, 3-1 lead, definitely not over, but it is now a significant underdog for Dennis Ramos, especially again, just the tone, how the pot's been going and what's happening. I'd say Victor is he's a massive favorite all of a sudden, but as we know, that's not how poker works. It's not over. till it's over.
Yeah, he's running good now. Let's go. Let's go, Dennis.
Ooh, king 5 suited fives.
Okay, so 22 bigs, pocket fives is a jam.
Yeah, king 5 suited, a nice hand, but not for the all in. And he goes for a raise.
4x. Victor is not going anywhere. It's like king 5 suit, massive hand heads up. He might even decide to just jam, but let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, went for it.
Wow,
Whoa.
fives. Gets in a good spot. In a good spot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my king.
Wow. What this is it's not going to be, and we are going to be back to even. What a board.
What a
that
spread.
is max action.
Dennis.
Wow.
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 Call with fives. You got maximum. Interesting. I mean, they're playing for a lot of money, and it's so exciting to see.
Sick hand. You were right. You called it. He's going to jam the king 5 suited. I wasn't sure. I guess calling wouldn't feel like quite the right play. So yeah, it's also just a little too good of a heads up hand. As we know, queen 7 offsuit is the computer hand. Heads up. Also Victor covers. So just like this, Dennis with a ride, but he's back into the chip lead all of a sudden, and Victor going to try to carve out from behind again. Now it goes with the raise, not a call. Interesting to switch it up, and a much better flop for queen 10 off. Has 2 overs and a club, but of course jack 5 off does have a gut shot. Still could hit a jack or 5 and take it down, but Dennis is gonna hit the pair of the 10. Pretty good spot for him with top pair and the best and only
Dennis
flush draw.
finds the momentum again after double up. He's like in the lead. That's big, makes sense. Okay, so the guy just started raising instead of limping. They're playing 40 bigs. So yeah, they want to raise more just to build pots in position. Yeah, here we go. First 3-bet bluff by the Victor. Workout. As people say, first 3-bet is always like.
Yeah, that's back from the, what's that called? The Chewy and A.E. Jones theory of poker. Did you ever read that book? They did that like memoir. Did you ever see that?
No, I haven't.
But
yeah, I heard about everyone's telling me that first 3-bet is always like.
it makes sense. All right, boys, that was a $300 sweat that spade there for the stream. So it's not over, but we're big fade there. Denny Ramos, king 8 in position. He has the best hand. Let's see if he can. He's got some wrap stuff going here. Probably bet small. He decides not to, and this is now open ended for Victor. I guess maybe a little too much showdown. Didn't want to get check raised off and see where he's at the same time. Look at this. Victor wastes no time taking a 5 high into a favorable situation. Really a masterclass on bet sizings here.
And he just like took it. He took the chance and bluffed Dennis. All right, here we go. Victor raises, and Dennis, I believe, he's going to check 3-bet for sure. Ace 10 suit is very strong hand. Heads up. Yeah, and whoa, Malnas can just jam or call. Never falls here. So interesting. All right, you just call. You miss the flop. Dennis will continuation bet. Very likely. King high board, very favorite cis range. Yeah. All right, I guess Jeff, lost his connection. So just me and you guys now. Don't forget, thumbs up, push the button. All right, Victor. Wow, what a beast! He decided to raise on this bar, totally there. Wow, and Dennis folded. That's insane. That's just insane. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And Dennis had some good backdoors. Backdoor flush draw, straight draw, over, side just fall. Wow. Insane stuff, insane. All right, seems like Victor gets back to the game and being the chip lead, 2-1. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, they play both really good, but Victor finds the incredible plays. Like ace 4 clubs, no clubs, nothing, 7-8 king. Just insane how he does it. Okay, Dennis went for check raise. Now he's giving up. Victor probably just like will bet for protection, small. Yeah, Dennis falls. Nothing else to do. 5 is not a great card. Okay, 25 bigs, king 10 off, raises 2x. Here we go. Okay, blinds up. Beautiful. 9-8 suit. Limp. Makes sense. Jack deuce off. You can mix it up. You can raise. You can just check. Yep. Jeff left. I guess his internet just cut off. He's in Portugal, so he'll be back shortly, I believe. Alright, check. Dennis bet, very thin. The 4th pair on the 2 flush draw boards. I'm not sure if I like it. It's still super weak. I mean, makes sense. He wants to just have some protection. Victor recognizes it and raises for value. I like it. I like it. And Dennis, now he gets in the tough spot with the 1 pair. Yeah, they're playing for 60K. Hey, what's up? You back?
I'm back, and it looks like so is Victor Malinowski is back in the chip league.
Remember that ace 10 and ace 4 hand?
Yes, that's when I cut out. Was that the end?
Dennis, 1/3 c-bet, and Victor decided to raise to 2.2 million with nothing. Ace 4 of clubs on 7-8 king diamond, 2 diamonds. It's insane.
Wow. And that's so what then what? So then he's just chipped up from there. So that was
yeah, pretty much. And Victor plays really well. I mean, he finds all the thin value raises in the world. I mean, there's so much to learn from this guy.
I mean, he's literally final table like 3 or 4 times in the last.
And he plays very.
It's almost like literally.
When you short stack.
He was so short. Did you see how short he was? Did you see the kick? He was down to like 200,000.
He was like 280.
He folded ace jack.
Yeah.
Against ace 8.
Yeah.
I mean, that one he wasn't. That
And
wasn't even. That's
and in hand when he flopped 2 pairs, like he managed not to bust in that hand. Oh wow, just insane. You know, poker gods, I guess, reward such a good place.
Jack 7, King 5. This guy's opponent in bad shape again here. 360 in the middle. Important pots. Dennis Ramos getting a little bit short now.
Yeah, yeah, and blinds went up, so you know they're getting shorter and shorter. They okay, check, check, check. I guess we'll see check, check. Or Victor might just bet for value. Yeah, he bets. I like it. I like it. This opening has a lot of like 7x, 5x, 4x.
Man, my internet went out. That was crazy. I didn't know what
Yeah.
happened. That was really weird.
Wow,
King
and he
5
gets called
checks.
by word. Insane.
This guy is tough, man.
This guy is
Wow.
10 million. First time he reached the 10 million mark, I believe.
3. What's he? A 4-1 favorite? No, I'm sorry. 10-2.
Yeah,
5 to 1.
So a little bit more than 4.
Yeah, almost 5 to 1. This is.
All right, you started raising.
Looking grim for Dene. Ramos is now up against it. Jack 6 off. Queen 4-4 flop, and he is going to bet small.
One blind bet. Yeah. Nothing can do in the Dennis shoes. 5-6.
Yeah, Jack 4, Jack 5 suited, and a limp. Let's see if this does Victor find a way with the air ball here. I don't know if this stack size though. With this, we do see sometimes this like this separation with one high, one low card, these type of things. And look at this. I mean, this is very interesting. As Jack 5 suited though, it's actually not a bad hand, but man, this is Victor just seems to have all the right moves and timing.
Yeah. I mean, they just had the similar hands, and Victor made him fold. Jack 5 suited. Impressive. Now it's like only 12 bigs remaining. Victor just goes all in. Yeah, makes sense. Definitely a profitable jam. You can limp too because you're in position. Yeah, Dennis has 11 bigs now. He goes all in, makes sense. Jack 9. It's running hot. Yeah, he does. He did. All right. 12 bigs, Queen 3. Okay, yeah. Yeah, then it's jam 8. I would love to see raise better than jam. King to suit is a jam, easy jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to limp and fall because I mean it's massive hand. Okay. Okay, Victor limps. There's a shove, fall.
Yeah, this is going to take. I mean, this is to a point now. We saw Victor limp. I mean, he raised the King 5 suited to 5s. That got Dennis back in the lead, but now he is getting to be a significant dog where even doubling wouldn't get him into the lead. So got a work cut out for him. A7 offsuit, definitely going to be shooting it up here.
Yeah.
All in, and
also they get shorter on time. Only 2 minutes each.
This is going to be a 3-hour match, it looks like, which is definitely the record for sure. I don't believe many have been more than 2 hours, 1 hour, 30, 145 generally. So yeah, this definitely, I mean, this could have been over a while ago, but as always, heads up can go a few different ways.
Takes some time. Yeah, they've probably been playing for like an hour at least, probably.
Yeah, it's been a long match, heads up, and fairly deep stacked. So no player here. It's so hard to make a pair and no limit hold them. Neither player doing that here. Let's see if 10 high takes a
Yeah.
stab. He doesn't. And Victor just does seem a bit more comfortable heads up, of course. Like I think he's one of the best in the world at the format. So
all right, so they have a chop. Let's see if someone will try to just kick out. Yeah, Victor feels like he can really bet. Try to just like, yeah, win the pot. As you said, Jeff, it's really hard to make fair. So hold them.
yes, it is. 6-4 suited. Let's see. Goes with the limp. Here's that king high kind of gapper, offsuit gapper, king in 3. Let's see if he's going to put pressure here.
Supposed
There
to be
it is.
soft. I mean, you don't want just like King X, Ace X is really just good. You're just really happy to pick up the lines, the chips. Jeff, you should see my view. I'm looking at the final table, but also I have the whole strip behind my computer.
Beautiful. Can you turn the camera or no? Can we see it or no? Is it a set camera?
Of course.
Let's take a look what we got there. Let's take a look. Are you in? Okay. Very nice. Very nice. That looks
beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That looks like that does look like a view for a nice run in the main event. I'm excited. I can't believe I'm missing it, man. Going to be, and so you will play from the start. Have you already got your ticket? Are you going to get your ticket today?
I will go and reg. I bought on GG, so I'll just go and pick up my seat straight away.
Very cool.
I want to play from level 1, just feel the game, know how my opponents play, and get max CD.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this 2-3 high float. He's got the gut shot, but 3 high. See if maybe he has any. Yeah, he should.
That's a good card to lead. Yeah, that's a good card to lead for. Yeah, should work.
It should work, but this guy's so tough. He beat 7-5, beat 7-8. Could you see if he calls here and tries to take this one? I mean, this is some point. This just feels a little bit too much, right? That would have been sick. Well
played by Dennis.
Yeah, really. 10-9 here. He's up to 2.5 million, but he is short. The blinds have gone up 81.60.
Yeah.
The internet went out. I don't see where we're at on the likes. Let's see what we got. You guys really supported us today. We appreciate that. Matas and myself with you. Trying to see where this particular one is. Did you even hit the thumbs up today? Have you had a chance? Because it's on your browser, Matas. We might not even have your thumbs up here.
Yeah, I'll definitely hit the thumbs up.
Well, guys, girls, everyone watching, we do appreciate this. This is quite a treat.
Close to 500. Come on, guys.
Wow, legends. I'm telling you, this is legendary stuff to chat here. They are really a lot of familiar faces and a lot of learning going on here. This is a treat to watch. 5-7 suited, the Windsor, we call that, back where I'm from, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Anyone in Michigan here?
Went up.
Oh, wow. Well,
big. Yeah.
We're going to get to see it here versus Ace Queen. This hand, I feel like, is one of the tougher hands. He's got equity. How about a
that's it.
Smokes it. Wow. Right on the turn.
Just like found the maximum EV spot, jam pre-flop, and full double up.
Wide open. It is wide open. Anyone can get it done still. Matas, lucky you're not playing today. This is one of those things where, I mean, you never know how long it can go. You just never know.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here and then commentate.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We got
it's honor being here. and watch and commentate the best players in the world. I'm learning so much now, like from Victor, from Dennis, from Isaac. Just great. Free footage.
It is a treat. It really is a treat.
Okay. Oh, let's see if Victor's how greedy he is. I think he'll go for like 1.52x pot. Oh, he went for smaller. Okay, so he's just gotta call. Yeah,
can't blame.
Yeah, I mean, ace size is definitely easy call. Can't just fall. I would have called it bigger sizes too. Okay.
Whoa, a lot going on here.
Check on the flop. We need like maybe a 7 of 7 of diamonds. Oh, he bet big. Okay. And Dennis, he's probably check raising. I mean, his hand is so massive. I don't see him just call. Yeah. Oh, he check raised huge. All right. So I guess Victor will find the fall. His hand has no future. Like, cannot improve, and yeah, like no way he's gonna continue.
I mean, at the same time, I agree, but like he's also just beating a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of hard to just call and then play a turn. So
But
he's really thinking about it.
Oh my god!
Wow. This is it, guys. This is a big one here.
60-40.
This is a big one.
Oh my gosh. No. Wait a minute.
Wait, why is he a favorite?
Chop.
Oh.
So that was basically a chop because 5 makes it straight, 6 makes it 2 pairs, and 7. So that was free roll for Dennis.
Wow.
Dennis was free rolling on the river.
Wow. I didn't see. I saw the percentages. I was trying to figure it out. What happened?
Yeah.
There. Wow.
Wow. They surprised me. I mean,
what up, Kid K? Like 420.
7-3.
Yeah.
In the Victor's place, you fold or you just go all in. No other option because there's no good card on the turn. No good card.
I'll tell you what would not be a good card would have been a 6 here. Would have made I guess that would have been that wouldn't have made a straight for Victor, but it would have been a gin for Ramos. And look at Ramos just exercising a pot size bet here. Gets called.
Oh my goodness. Dennis 8 high, the best hand, and Victor playing the board.
The sick part is Victor might get to win this hand.
Yeah. I mean, Dennis has to bet. This is very good card for his range. Yeah, he has a lot of bluffs, but his heads up, and now 4 counterfeiting.
Wow.
Has to bet. Wondering what sizing. Oh, he's going all in. I love it.
Bravo.
That's a big heart. Well played. Really impressive stuff. Oh yeah, camera. Okay.
Yeah, I got so excited. It was that was this has been quite a
this sets up. It's just like let's go like 5-7 against Ace Queen. As like King 5 against 5s. I even finished my calculus. Like,
How many coffees a day do you have?
Usually between 2 and 3, probably.
Yeah, I'm a 2 to 3.
Yeah, when I'm at home, maybe sometimes I have more because just, you know, it's easier to make coffee. And when I'm here in Vegas, you need to go to the coffee shop, wait the lines. Okay. Okay, Victor calls. Straight draw against top pair.
Yeah, this is
Interesting.
a good situation for Dennis, although the board is pretty
Dennis
dynamic.
Side check. Which is there's still value. You can still try to get value with the King X.
I mean, looking at this time banks, we're getting
Yeah.
low here.
Yeah, both options are good for Dennis, and having a 6 that doesn't block any straight draw, it's better bluff catch. Whoa! Wow, that's ugly. 7. It looks like a brick. It's like make it straight, runner straight for 10-9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Dennis
did have
has
the
a
gut shot,
bluff
but he did.
because he doesn't block any like miss straight draws. All the queen 9, queen 10, all the hands that bluffs. Oh, he goes for all in. Oof, that's really tough.
Shit, this is going to be. I mean, I think if you're Dennis, at some point you start thinking about how the match is going, and you realize that this guy is super tough, and that if you're going to have top pair and be folding, it's going to be hard to win. I think
Exactly.
I can't blame him if he ends up calling.
And if you Dennis, you know your range is like, well, you never like check call the flush on the turn, or you check call something else. It's just basically your top range is like 2 pairs, but when the Victor jams, he only represents like 2 pairs, straights, and flush.
Nice fold, very nice
Yeah,
fold.
really nice fold. I guess Victor got a little bit greedy, but he played well. I mean, I would definitely jam there. You know, you just want to put max pressure and just like go for it.
That is a big flop for the 3-4 suited.
Yeah, again.
And
All right, Victor. Oh, I didn't see Victor raise. Dennis limp and Victor raise, right?
Yeah, Victor could get in some trouble here. This is a board where Denny's just gonna call. He's blocking the ace. If the ace comes, he doesn't worry about it. Makes his hand. So he loves this board. And Victor has a diamond in there. He's got a little pair.
Yeah, Dennis has a massive hand on the flop and a massive. And Dennis shoes, I would just bet pretty much always here, just to make fold the overs or just get called by ace size. It's kind of like when there's a 5-4 deuce 7. It's definitely the limper range more favorable.
We got a ball game here, guys and girls. 6.5 to 5.6. We've seen it all. What up, Brazil? A lot of friends in the chat. A lot of learning today. A lot of great plays. King 3 suited, gonna pop it up here.
Yeah.
Wow, calls. Lots of gut shot. King
Yeah,
3
these kind
gonna
of boards,
check out.
they share so many cards. I mean, it's good board for both players. Malinowski decides to bet. Yeah, he has something, but he just like wants to win the pot on the flop. All right, so they're playing 30 bigs each. Very interesting. Similar stacks. Every pot means so much.
Yeah, Victor, wonder if he's gonna take a gander here, just kind of decide that he is got no equity, but he does take a shot right in the top pair. Then he's going to welcome that.
Yeah, Dennis is supposed to raise there 100% for value. All right, so Dennis is trapping, and Victor knows that Dennis is supposed to like raise queen X.
Yeah, what a runoff.
Yeah.
But don't think Victor's going to get more pots into this pot.
Yeah. Dennis knows that. When Victor checks, he's like super weak. So he goes for the small sizing. All right, they only got 26 seconds and 39 seconds.
Yeah, this is actually a first as well. We may literally see the first time where both players don't have a time bank, which could actually speed things up a lot, right? Might just lead to big sizings and quick decisions. So,
and when the time is off, they'll get like 5 seconds per move, I guess.
Yep.
Per decision.
That's exactly right.
All right, so Dennis outflopped Victor. Outturn. Every pot means so much now. Really.
Yeah, Victor slows down, and Denny's got a winner here. Pretty much gonna just have not really a way to lose this pot. He's got a really strong hand in this situation on the flop, and the turn he improves, and now just has a decision what to do. And Victor.
Dennis set the trap. His hand is strong enough to value bet. He decides to check just to let Victor bluff. Victor checked back on the turn. There's a lot of like those straights, 2 straights, 3 straights. So he just check back and bluffs on there. But yeah, basically you try to put pressure on like ace highs, like 2x. Yeah. Dennis took the chip lead. Every pot means so much.
Yeah, King 6, 5-3. Let's see if Denny's goes ahead and rips this. Nope, he just checks back, and gut shot for Victor, and Denny's has got the best hand, but likely Victor's going to find a way to win this one.
Yeah, King high is good to float once at least. He's got 10 seconds left. 9, 8. Yeah, well played by Victor. Uh, 20 bigs, effective 21. Dennis is raise calling here. Victor is definitely not folding. He jammed 21 big. Dennis gonna call, and that's it. King 4 against ace 8.
Oh my goodness, this is so big. For $300.
4 and 8 on the flop.
A heart.
Oh my gosh, there's the king. Dennis need ace or 8, and none of that. Game.
Wow, that's potentially 300 out of my pocket going to the YouTube chat.
Oh man, my goodness.
Sick. Oh my God, what a flop, what a turn. And look at this, the time banks are basically gone.
Yeah, that's it. Victor has 3 seconds. He decided to jam 21 bigs, King 4 off. That's high variance. But yeah, he did multiple times. He jammed like some ace X against the Dennis min raise, and all the time it worked out. So he figured out his min raise is not that strong, or he's like min raising too much. What a fight. What a fight.
Man.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, this is call. Wow.
7. All right. 2 to 1 SBR.
It's a very dry looking flop.
A bet. Then it's my raise or call. When it's 2 SBR, you just want to, like, with a good hand, just get it in. You know, like 9 needs some protection. So you want to definitely raise on the flop.
I mean, Victor's got no time bank.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 overs, no backdoor flush draw.
Wow.
Jam. Wow.
What is going on?
25% with Victor. It's a king. Oh, that's 4. Only a 9 and only a 9. That's it. It's the Broadway card. Oh my gosh, Victor played aggressively last hand and he hit the king.
Wow, Victor, is that the 3-time champion Victor Malinowski and $300?
Incredible. He was down to like 4 bigs. He was down to like 280,000 with 6 left.
Wow.
It's just
wow.
incredible.
I mean, just incredible. Matas, this has been over a 3-hour stream.
Yeah,
this is season 2, 48 episode here for the GG Super Millions. That was an absolute pleasure to do. Thank you so much for coming in the chat. You guys just won $300. I believe someone is selecting someone in the chat and they will be notified. If not, I will honor that next week live on stream. So I hope you guys join us here. But $300 going to the YouTube stream. What a comeback. 9 to 1 plus for Victor Malinowski and Matas. I got 1% of you. I'm giving away half of my percent to the stream as well. We'll do that in a future GG Super Millions. I hope you win the main event.
100,000.
I love it, brother. Thank you so much for the time here, guys. And I will see you next week on the GG Super Millions. That's Matas Cimbolas. I'm Jeff Gross. We'll see you next week.
All right. GG, guys. Bye. See you.